What's going on, everybody? This is the Rando Convo podcast.
Yeah.
Yo, this is a special episode, y'all.
Episode 5, baby.
Woo, bro, we have a special guest. He gonna be here on the podcast, bro.
Was this like a permanent thing?
We gonna see.
All right.
We gonna see. It's a test run.
All right. Oh,
Okay.
look.
There's a lot of pressure here, bro.
If nobody
Introduce
likes him,
yourself,
he's
bro.
cut.
Wow.
Talk up too.
How are you doing, everyone? I'm Ean Aubrey.
Ooh.
Just I'm here.
I mean,
Welcome.
Loud and proud.
I was influential.
Yo, man. This is my homie
Good
Ian.
Yeah, Ian.
As usual, this your boy Nick, the producer.
Oh, God, what a name. It's your boy, Nana. You already should know what's going on.
All right, man. What's your rando thought for the week, bro?
Man, what a week. I mean, one, thank you for tuning in. You feel me? Much love. You already know the vibes, but what a week, man. If y'all had the same week I had, then y'all know, man, it's been a hell of a run. But rando thought for me of the week is it's pretty simple. It's to all the motherfuckers who don't seem to understand what we mean by stop fucking shooting us. Yes, it's like that simple. Stop shooting us. It's no rock, paper, scissors here, baby. That's the rando thought. Much love.
All right. What's your rando thought for the week, bro?
Honestly, it's just breathe.
Just breathe.
Just
Word.
breathe.
Yeah,
That's
just
tough.
breathe. It's
All
gonna
right.
be all right.
You had another one. I'm going to steal what your original rando thought was. Wakanda forever.
That's facts.
Rest
man.
in peace, Chadwick Boseman. Pray for his family.
Gone
Pray
too
for all
soon,
his
man.
friends. Everybody who was involved in his life,
Hey, that's real.
You
Gone
know,
too soon.
It sucks that, when stuff like that happens, but we got to push on, push through because life still goes on. So pray for all y'all. Hope y'all, take as much time as y'all need to get better.
You only get one life, man. Appreciate it.
But let's get into this first topic, y'all.
Yeah.
We got a pretty busy week.
Boy, that's an understatement.
We thought we had our topics like in place on like Tuesday or Wednesday.
I had suggestions.
We had a couple things we were like, oh, we should talk about this. And
Out the
then
window.
the week happened.
Out the window completely.
So much happened.
So much, bro. So we're going to start things off with what's going on as far as police brutality, basically giving an update on everything that's going on.
Ain't that shit crazy?
I'm going to let Nana start this off. How you feeling right now about all this, bro?
Man, I don't know what else we got to do, man. I really don't. At this point, it's as simple as it's my random thought, bro. Stop fucking shooting us. It's not rocket science, bro. Y'all see us and y'all think the world gonna end when y'all see us. Like we about to end y'all lives right there and then, man. Just stop shooting us, please. I don't get this shit. I really don't. I can't put this in any other words. Stop shooting us. It's that simple. We can have the next problem with it. I think we need to get rid of guns. That's me personally. I don't think guns are needed in this country. It's a want. It's damn sure not a need.
I got a lot to say about that. I want you to go first, though. What's going on, Ian? How you feeling about this?
I just feel it's just so much tension built up, and everything's just getting to a point where, like, it's blatant.
It's
And you just see it and you just know, like,
It's fucking
that's
ugly.
that's not how things should be run. That's not how things should go. It's something that, a lot of people really don't understand, but they just don't see it how, we see it. And it's
Well
we,
said.
I mean, as the Black community, African American community, however you want to label it, like, we see this every day.
Every
And it's
day.
just, and you can't like sugarcoat it. And at this point, it's just like, when is everything going to become what's it supposed to be, as equal and fair? But we live to fight another day.
Well said. Well said. For me, same old, unfortunately.
That's a sad fucking thing, ain't it?
What I will
Don't
say
want
about the
that.
guns, as somebody who is a firm believer in like Second Amendment rights, you know what I'm saying? Like I am on that issue, I'm as right wing as they come.
Word.
I believe that we have a right by our Constitution to own guns.
We don't need them, bro.
We don't need, and I agree with you on that, but we have them and the apparatus in place to get them taken away.
Would be
I don't even I can't even wrap my brain around what you would need to do.
You got to convert everyone in the NRA first. That's a big deal.
But my thing is, because we all know that as far as guns go, There are more guns than people in the country.
Probably.
No, there are. You know what I'm saying? Like the NRA.
There's so many.
They have stats on that.
People
like,
have
there are more registered guns.
Oh, for sure.
There are more registered guns than people.
Yeah.
Let alone all the unregistered guns. So getting rid of guns, because my thing is, if you get rid of all registered guns, right? What about the people who have the unregistered guns?
It's not going to be an overnight process, that's for sure.
No, what I'm saying, like, we're disarming the people who go about having guns the right way.
It's not going to be an overnight process.
The people who are having them illegally, which are harder to track, because the only way you could do that is by tracking all the guns. And the only guns that are tracked are the registered ones.
Look, when they tried to get rid of liquor, you feel me? People were still seeking that shit in. So, like I said, you're going to try to get rid of guns.
To bring that shit back.
Motherfuckers is going to try to sneak guns in. It's not going to be an overnight process. But we don't need these fuckers. The less guns, the better. That's how I'm seeing it.
I feel that the right way to do this, as far as gun control, all that, is to make the standards for being able to have a gun much higher.
Much higher. I mean,
but at the end of the day, that doesn't change how the police, I feel like that lets the police off the hook. You know? It's like blaming all this
I think
guns.
they need to motherfucking get rid of the motherfucking guns too, for real.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you look at other countries,
England,
they don't have guns. They don't have, the police don't have guns. I'm pretty sure they have them in like the armory. Yeah. Where they have to go get them. I mean, fact check me on that if anybody knows.
England is a great
Anybody
example.
who's from Europe, fact check me on that. But I know they don't carry guns.
England police officers don't have guns. They got batons and shit. They don't
and they
straps.
handle their business. Now, obviously, the citizens don't have access to guns either.
That's true.
So it makes things a lot easier. Here, it'd be next to impossible because even if you took all the guns, the people who are the police are usually going to confront. They might not have a legal firearm. They might have an illegal firearm. So we're asking we
getting shot, firearm or no firearm. So in my opinion, let's just get rid of these motherfuckers.
I feel you on that. But what I'm saying is, if it's not guns, they're gonna still do what they're gonna do regardless. And I think it needs to be a mindset change. It's like there needs to be something else, because even if you take away the guns, these people are still fucked up and making dumbass mistakes.
I hear that. It's much harder to kill a motherfucker with a knife than it is a gun. I'm just tired of seeing us get shot.
I'm tired too.
I think they just gotta limit them. Like, people having like multiple guns, like 10s, like 20s. Like, you don't need that.
You don't need that shit, bro.
I feel there's no need to have like those like crazy assault rifles.
Bro, they be having military grade guns.
There's no need for that.
Like,
but the
just
Second Amendment allows you to do.
Get rid of that shit, bro.
Just keep a rifle to go hunting. Like, you don't need to do all of that.
You can't trash amendments, bro.
Nigga, not with that attitude. I'm ready.
Because what happens? Because if you trash one amendment, you're giving license to trash any of them.
I'm ready for this avalanche, bro. Get rid of this.
Because you don't want the First Amendment being trash. Nigga, that's the one thing that separates the U.S. from a lot of other countries.
You talking to someone who don't give a fuck. Get rid of the Second Amendment, bro.
Let me give you an example of a country that doesn't have the First Amendment. China. Do you want to be like China? Where you can't, like, if you speak out, the government can literally, like, sue you or arrest you because you don't have First Amendment protections?
I could live in that environment, yes.
Yeah, you don't want to. You don't want to, bro. It is completely different. You want to live in Russia?
Like, someone from China will come here and give you a different argument. But like I said, I think because we're not actually from there, I mean, it's a harder lifestyle.
I'd argue that somebody who is born in China but raised here would give you an argument on just the difference in terms of your First Amendment rights. It's completely different here than it is in most other countries.
I'm sure it's something it's easy not to appreciate, especially when you have it. I don't fuck with guns.
Like, China, you can't have Twitter in China.
I don't use Twitter.
Well, I'm saying, but that's on how wild that is. Like, you can't even, they don't even allow Twitter.
That's wild.
You know, that's kind of wild. You can literally just ban, like, you literally don't allow social media because it allows people to express their...
trying to ban TikTok too.
That's a little different though, because TikTok is owned by China, basically.
How's it different?
Because Twitter isn't owned by the U.S.
Gotcha.
TikTok, like, businesses in China are basically intertwined with the government.
If you're telling me no Twitter or no motherfucking guns on my police officers, it's not even a question.
I just don't think that's the right way to handle it, because once you get rid of an amendment, you get rid of all the amendments at that point. Like, you get rid of guns today, then what? The amendment that ended slavery can be amended. You know, it's like, I don't want to open up that can of worms. Because you open up one, you open up all of them.
Box. Stop shooting us. Whatever the fuck is step gonna be, bro.
That needs to be. I feel like it has to be a regime change. It has to be like, we have to have some sort of police reform at this point. Like, we've had small steps, but
I'm ready to take the lead.
Put the money where it needs.
Look, if you got a gun and you appreciate your gun and you feel safe with your gun, it's kudos to you. We don't need these motherfuckers, bro. The only reason you need the gun is because someone else got a gun.
Right.
Plain blank simple.
Right. And people have guns because they're fearful of other people with guns. Thanks
for repeating me now.
That's really the only, but I'm saying, like, other people with guns that might not have it registered.
Okay.
Because it's one thing if you guys get in a little shootout and you both have registered guns. Sure. It's another thing if somebody has an unregistered gun. Because
you got the gun to protect yourself, registered or unregistered, I'm assuming.
You have the gun to protect yourself in general. But if you're dealing with somebody else with a registered gun, y'all both get caught up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can trace the guns back. When you're dealing with unregistered firearms, it's like there's no account for, the shit. I just think that if you got rid of all guns, you're not going to get rid of all the guns. There's no way to actually do that.
It's not going to be overnight, that's for sure.
I'm saying, I would say it wouldn't even ever happen. You can't get rid of all the guns. How would you do it?
Definitely try, and whatever the number left over.
But what I'm saying is, how would you do it though? Because if you
will definitely have to set up an exchange program, because trying to go and take.
How can you exchange an illegal gun?
What do you?
If it's illegal, why would you try to report that you have an illegal gun? If the whole point
are we
is
just
to
talking
not be caught
simply
with
niggas with unregistered firearms?
I'm saying, if you have a buyback program, right?
Sure.
Only people with registered firearms will be able to
participate in that program. Anyone
and
else?
So you're getting rid of all the probably good people who have guns, and it leaves all the bad people who have guns. So you're literally disarming the people who probably wouldn't be shooting somebody.
Assuming someone has
and
a registered
you're leaving
gun.
the people who have the guns illegally with their firearms because they can't trade them.
Assuming someone has a registered gun and is a good person is a little stretch, but all right.
What I'm saying is, would you?
Well, I mean, the same people could hide the guns too.
Who?
The people that get the people that have the registered gun, they could get the illegal ones too. Like, it would just promote that. Having an illegal firearm is completely different than having a registered firearm.
I said I'm ready to start the shit and see where it goes, bro. I'm not thinking too deep in it. We gonna start the buyback program. But you gotta think deep into it. That's it.
You
not hear how done I am.
Wait, let me get a quote. Let me get a quote. You don't think we should think too deeply into getting rid of the Second Amendment? Honestly, that's a huge thing.
Not at all, actually. It doesn't need to be there. If you want to go and have this back and forth and how we're going to go about this properly,
so are you in favor of us getting rid of all of our amendments?
I didn't say that, did I?
I'm saying if you get rid of one, you open the door for all of them to be gone.
The second one.
That's why they've been in place since 1700s. We don't need to
bear arms, bro. That shit's cat. We not in war with nobody at the moment. Maybe ourselves.
We're in two wars.
Maybe in our own civil war kind of going, we don't need these guns, bro.
I'm not saying we need our guns. I'm saying they're here. They're here. The reality is the guns are in place.
They can go, bro. It's not that deep. They can go. You're not gonna get rid of every single strap.
I agree with you that we don't need our guns. I agree with that. But to act like it would be, doable to get rid of all the guns,
is it tryable?
No, I don't think it's even worth that, because you're gonna get all the registered.
They did the war on drugs.
It's tryable. You gotta put that energy.
Did the war on drugs work?
Yeah.
It failed.
It was an interesting.
Trillions of dollars down the drain to arrest a whole bunch of minorities.
That's it.
That's all that the war on drugs did.
We could do this program.
We cannot trust. You're trusting the government who's already fucked up to do this.
We could do this program.
You expect Trump to do this?
I'm not expecting that nigga.
You expect Joe Biden to be in charge of this huge thing?
I need it to happen. That's all I need. I don't care who the fuck.
But I'm saying, even if it happens, you're going to get rid of all the registered gun owners, and you're only going to have people who illegally have firearms.
I said, you ban the thought of in a citizen having a gun. Now it immediately creates the situation where it's hot to have a gun, whether it's registered or not.
No, it makes the guns more valuable.
Oh, for sure.
So
creates a market.
Only people who have illegal firearms are going to have guns.
That's the thing.
How is that good?
Bro, this could go left in so many. The government could only target black people and only take their guns. This could go left out.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's like you're expecting the government to be just Gucci with this and just do a good job in doing this. I'm saying no. The government's failed in so many aspects this year.
I'm telling you,
and
right
we're
now,
asking them to be in charge of rightfully. They can start just taking black people's guns.
Thanks for repeating me again.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying, but that's what you're trying to say. You're saying that if get rid of all the guns,
all I'm asking is them to look at England's model and try to copy that to the best ability.
You can't do that because England has not had guns
for a while now.
Yeah,
it's gonna take a while.
It's gonna take a while. England's never had this many guns in their country at any point in time.
It's gonna take
no country has even gotten close to that.
It's not an overnight project.
But I'm saying there's no way to do this.
We can try it. Though.
How?
We can try it.
How?
We gonna try it.
I'm sorry.
We gonna try it.
You're not giving me any
way
to do this.
If you want me to say, after we get all the good people, quote unquote, to give their guns, what are we gonna do about the bad people, bro? I don't know. We're gonna try to arrest them one by one, bro. We're gonna take our time.
Because
So we're gonna have we're gonna give the power to just the people who.
This is gonna be a long process, Nick, and you're gonna have to be patient. But we can try.
What if it takes a decade to
get
all the guns?
Die, bro. We gonna keep it moving.
It's gonna probably take at least a decade.
It's gonna take a while.
I feel like we have to find a different way because that is like not.
Tell me when you got a better plan. I'm gonna go to you with mine.
No, my plan is not take the First Amendment away. The Second Amendment away. Like that's not I don't think that is reasonable.
If I had to vote, I'm not voting for your plan. We getting rid of this motherfucker, bro.
And how do you even plan to do that?
We gonna try it. We gonna come up when we get.
Do you know what it takes to get an amendment
undone? I'm assuming Congress is involved.
2/3 of Congress has to agree, which they rarely do on anything.
That's fine.
So, right now the Republicans control everything.
I'm coming with an idea, and we're gonna get this bitch popping. It's that.
The Republicans will laugh you out the room. All of them.
You can't laugh me out the room.
Have you watched the RNC?
Someone's camera's down, by the way.
Yeah, mine. But we'll rock with it.
Did I watch the RNC? Fuck no.
They present that idea as literally the end of the world. That's how half the country feels about taking away guns.
I imagine it's not going to be a co-signed idea.
It's such a polarizing idea that no Democrat even says it.
I didn't come here to be political. I came here to say we don't need these motherfuckers, and if getting the Second Amendment fixes the problem, I'm all fucking for it.
I'm just saying, I think that what you're doing kind of lets the cops off the hook and saying, this is the only way we can do this. And
they need to be
held accountable. That is the only way this is going to work because we live in the U.S. where we can't take guns away.
Don't need guns in the black community, bro. That's how deep this goes.
You said we don't need guns in the black community?
Yes.
In terms of cops having guns in the black community?
I'm talking about black people having guns because black people kill black people more than cops kill black people. We don't need guns, period, bro.
So taking the guns away from black people, what about the white people who have guns?
Take the guns away, period. Take away the Second Amendment.
But what I'm saying is all the people who have illegal firearms, this literally doesn't apply to them.
We gonna work on that.
Empowers them.
We gonna work on that. We gonna work on that. If it becomes illegal to have a gun,
it's like a mission.
They are now violating a law. We're gonna go from there, bro. We're gonna go from there. It's not gonna be overnight,
and it's gonna be heavy. They're gonna have to at least get 10 years.
I'm just saying
we gotta make it a real punishment. We gotta make real plays, bro. This isn't overnight. It's not gonna be a quick thing.
I guess somebody told me this. And it always stuck with me. Never be in favor of the government taking away your rights. Never. Them taking your guns away is you basically giving your rights away to the government.
You only miss it because you had it, man. We don't need this shit.
No. I mean, there's a reason why that shit was put in the Constitution in the first place.
What was that, the 1700s?
Yeah. Based on other societies. They wrote the Constitution based on how other societies failed. And they're like, this is probably the best way to do it. We got to empower. We got to give a lot of rights to our citizens.
This one tweaked. We don't need these ones, bro.
I'm just saying, if you take away the Second Amendment, you can take away any of them. And then what?
Do I look like a person?
Right. Then it becomes anything. I don't trust our government to even be able to do what you're asking. I'm
sitting here in the position where I know whatever they can do afterwards is whatever they can do after. I want this shit gone so bad.
I'm saying, what if what you're trying to solve creates 10 new problems? Then it's all for naught.
I'll deal with that when it comes, ain't it?
But I'm saying we can't make decisions off assumptions that okay, you get rid of all the guns, that solves the problem.
Guns, bro.
So are you saying take the guns away from the police too?
I'm saying the country doesn't need straps. I don't know how you're not getting that.
But what I'm saying is you're saying that and having no plan to actually do this.
We're gonna start the buyback program. We're gonna make guns illegal. The police
Where
officers
all the guns
getting
go?
baton. Bro, we can trap. We can do what? How much we owe?
Why
bro?
would the government get rid of all the guns? They literally
Our military would probably still have guns.
So we're giving all the guns to our corrupt government.
That's what it looks like.
They're going to have access to all firearms.
Do you want like a third party to take these?
I'm saying I don't want this to happen in general.
You want
I don't know what you do. I'm saying there's no way
we would definitely be giving this to our government because
our corrupt government.
We don't have. Who else we gonna get this to?
No, we shouldn't take away the Second Amendment.
All right, so let's say we go through my plan. Who else will we give this to?
We're not giving them. We're giving it to the government. It's the only way we can do it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So the government.
So there's no other way to present that.
All this.
Sure.
And then what?
What do you mean? Then what?
So nobody has guns except for the people. Except for
probably military.
Let's be real. Probably fucking Ku Klux Klan members probably have guns. Fucking Antifa members, fucking
whoever wants to keep
all the extremes on the left and right are gonna have guns.
Illegal guns.
The normal people who have guns, because let's be real, most gun owners are not bad people. Sure. Most gun owners, the vast majority of gun owners
are gonna create like a black market though.
It would create,
and then like those people go get guns, they'll get the guns like they're illegal people, and then. Like people,
you're not gonna ever get rid of guns, Nana. It's gonna be like when the government banned liquor. Did they ever get rid of liquor?
No, it's gonna be.
So there's always gonna be. There's always gonna be.
There was
guns.
definitely less liquor.
It would no
around.
No.
Oh, for sure.
No, it was.
Then when it was legal, it was harder to get liquor. It became more of a work. People had to do the most to get their liquor.
But people were getting arrested because they had liquor.
That is true.
All these issues, so many issues that the government said we fucked up. We're gonna end prohibition.
I say give it a try. If it happens again, it happens again.
I'm saying it's not even worth it because
that's fine.
Like the trouble that would be, like what you're asking for takes decades to work. Like I would say it would take a minimum of
take some time.
No. What I'm saying, it would take 20 years, and then after 20 years, we failed. Oh, we got to give the guns back.
That's if it don't work.
What did we gain?
That's if it don't work.
What did we gain?
That's definitely if it doesn't work.
People gonna want guns 20 years after they went clean. Like, do you not see what it would take? Like,
hopefully not.
I would hope like people will want change. You know, that's a step in the right direction.
What I'm saying is that's not change. That's taking your rights away. That's giving your rights away.
Change will definitely come from that.
Like, you don't have a gun, right?
Nope.
You want to, so you don't think you'll ever need a gun in your life.
If this country takes away guns from everybody, the only reason I feel like I would need a gun.
But they're not taking them away from everybody. They're only taking them away from the people who registered their gun the right way. The people who did register their gun the right way have guns.
The only reason I would get a gun is I felt like I needed a gun and because someone else around me or in the vicinity or where I'm living.
Question, what's stopping whatever evil entity you want who has all these guns from literally taking over a city? What's stopping them if we take all the guns away?
It's gonna take a lot. It's really gonna take a lot.
The military is not gonna come for like a couple hours or a day. They're gonna take over the city because they're the only ones armed. Do you realize that the guns are a deterrent?
They are.
So if you give away that deterrent to the government, there's no deterrent in the city. The people who have guns automatically have all the power. They raid the city.
It's going to be a situation, Nick.
So we're going to have multiple of these situations.
I hope that situation doesn't come to soon.
But I'm saying, we're opening the door for this situation to happen.
Nick,
you know what I'm saying?
This isn't going to be perfect. This isn't going to be picture perfect.
Do the police take over cities?
I mean, yeah.
No, they don't take over cities. They don't take over cities.
They
are employed by the state officials and the state government.
Correct.
They're not. They don't.
They took over Baltimore at a point in time. The police force in Baltimore had shit running.
Yeah,
when people were rioting,
the city of Baltimore's police force. It's not the police force taking over the city martial law style. That's a way worse situation. That's a way worse situation. Because how many good cops do you think there are?
It's a good amount, I'm sure.
How many good criminals do you think there are?
I don't think that's really a thing.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're going to
depends on the cause for criminal.
dispower the police, and we're gonna empower the people who have illegal firearms.
Nick, this isn't an overnight process, bro. There's gonna
What
be
I'm saying,
it's gonna be some problems.
is we need to think in a different lane.
There's gonna be a problem.
I don't think that getting rid of the second.
Fuck this amendment.
I didn't even know we were gonna have this.
Fuck this amendment.
I didn't know you were gonna go here.
Fuck this amendment, nigga. I don't need this shit for anything. Useless.
Oh man,
this shit is just bro. What was the what was his name? Little white kid came up to protect his property in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Not even fucking from Wisconsin.
Oh, the protester nigga?
Yeah, bro. Shot 2 people, hurt another one.
Yeah, fuck him. Like,
he doesn't need that
fuck
gun.
Anybody who's doing that. That's just wild.
That
like
gun,
he's
bro.
he's a wild boy. No, fuck
I'm
him.
not having any of this.
Hope he rots.
Get rid of the straps, bro. Get rid of all these bitches.
Like you're asking.
You're
asking for something that you don't realize
the ramifications from.
Not even ramifications. You don't realize how much that would rock the entire nation. Like I don't think you understand. Like
understand the care
because on 2 levels. 1, it's impossible to implement.
It's gonna be
it's impossible to implement.
It's gonna be
2, even if we implement it, I would say it has a 15% chance of working, 85% chance of probably failing.
So you're saying there's a chance?
Barely.
All right.
Barely. And that's if everything. That's if we have our government.
Would you take it, Ian? Would you take that chance?
You trust Trump with that? You trust Trump with doing that?
I wouldn't want Trump to take care of it.
I'm saying like Trump could win next election and he's gonna be like, oh, we're gonna ban all guns. Are you gonna be good with it then?
If Trump says ban all guns, there's a chance because white people listen to Trump.
I'm saying is you're gonna trust the government having all the power.
That's when the black market starts.
That is when the black market.
And
question. For real,
question.
It's gonna take years.
What's up?
Question. Do you think?
Oh, I left too.
Yeah. Do you think that the police would have no guns in that situation?
I would hope to God because I would.
What if you take away the Second Amendment, but you do not take the guns away from the police?
Then I failed.
But you gotta.
Then.
They gotta go through more training though.
I don't want it.
I'm saying there are a lot of conditions to what you're asking for.
I know what I want.
What I'm looking at is we need to move realistically in the parameters that we're given.
It's pretty
realistic. A fucked up country. We are a fucked up country who has crazy gun laws that allow more guns in here than people. That's a fact. We can't change that. That's already the case, right?
Yeah, sure.
We can't move around what we already have in place. We have to literally
not with that mindset.
With it. No, we have to work. We have to work with. I'm saying we can't pretend like that stuff doesn't exist.
No, we know it exists. That's why I'm trying to get rid of it.
We have to move in ways in which that stuff exists.
It's not gonna happen right now, though.
That's
like, it can't happen right now just because of how Congress is set up for it.
But I'm saying we have to fight small battles before we gotta wait this
out like 10 years. Like 10, 15
it's gonna
years.
Take a lot of,
it's gonna take at least
how many black kids, black teenagers,
years.
Black young men, black young women are gonna die in that time that we're doing this?
Hopefully not too many.
Based on what? They're dying now.
I know what I said.
I'm saying we have to work now. We have to do small things now.
Yeah, we're trying to get justice.
We have to get justice. We have to get reform.
If we're talking
we have to get
now,
all that. Thinking of that, one is impossible. It's off rip. It's impossible.
If that's what you feel.
No. Politically, it's impossible to implement what you're saying.
I think it's possible.
How?
To get rid of this goddamn amendment, it's gonna take some time. We're gonna have to vote some people in. That's why voting is so important.
Would you consider America divided as fuck right now?
At the moment.
Okay, it's divided as fuck. Half the people in this country like guns. I'd probably say more than half. I'd probably say 60 or 70% of people like guns because Democrats like guns too.
If you're looking for a right now solution, our right now solution.
Well, I'm saying, what I'm telling you is there is not ever going to be a point in time where under 50% of people are going to not fuck with guns. You're never going to get to a point in time where most people are saying fuck guns.
I say give us some time, let some people die.
How? There are more people in the country who have guns than not. More than half the people in the country have guns.
I think the people...
Are these people who have guns going to change their mind and say we need to take away our guns?
A lot of the people that do have guns have guns.
Do you know anybody... Have you talked to anybody who owns a gun who says they want their rights taken away?
Not that I know of. I don't know.
I don't know anybody that owns a gun who's like, you know what? I shouldn't own a gun. I don't know anybody.
I'm not asking for their opinion, bro. I'm not at all.
No, what I'm saying, like, guns are intrinsically a part of this country. We can't ignore that they're a part of the country.
They are part of our history.
No, not part of our history. They're part of our history, our present, and our future. There's nothing you can change about that.
Nick, if you want to have like an immediate right now thing, right now we should focus on getting justice for these people, getting these cops in jail. But me, I'm trying to think, how the fuck do we stop this situation from happening again? And getting guns
from an idealistic perspective,
like,
if we're just
in the Constitution,
if we were building the perfect society,
let this nigga Ian say something, bro.
Go ahead.
It's been in the Constitution for a good while,
right?
So like, it's just like a matter of like taking time, you know, because like it's a new idea, and like, you know, people don't like that because of like how like the times are now. Eventually, it could happen, but like right now, I can't see it happening, and I understand, Nick, like, yeah, yo, like there's more guns than like people in this country because of like how
like we've let it get this fucked up
because of how much like people just are. It's easily accessible to get to this country.
I can go get a shotgun right
there's
now.
Always like there's always like drug busts and stuff. Like there's always something going on. Like even that like cargo ship that was owned by that bank, like that shit really can like get here like in anything. So at this point, it's just a matter of taking time.
So I know I'm not asking for nothing.
People really got like people really don't be like trying to change like their thoughts on like certain things, especially with like
I get what you're saying. I guess where I like kind of go with y'all is if I were building a society from scratch, and you ask me, should you have guns or shouldn't you have guns? It would be definitely, we shouldn't have guns. Like 100%. Like we should not start this place with guns. Yep. I agree with y'all. Like if we want to get to a place of just, I feel as peaceful as it possibly can be, you probably should have no guns because guns just are violent in nature and create a tense atmosphere regardless. That's not the case. The U.S. is a fucked up place right now. The U.S. has had principles that made sense in the beginning but don't make much sense now. But they're so ingrained in our Constitution, in our laws, in our politics.
In like 200
years. In
years.
people's minds. In half the country's mind. I'd say even someone like me, if you were to like present me a plan to get rid of all the guns and it was done in a safe manner and you get every gun, if I saw that, okay, I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? If somebody showed me a actual way to do it, okay, because I like it in principle. But if you just say like, oh, we need to get rid of all guns, it's like, all right, how? And then you have to ask all the other questions. How do you get rid of the people who don't have registered guns? All those questions you have to ask. And it's like, is that even worth it?
We'll put you in the committee, nigga. You ask the tough questions. I want it happening.
What I'm saying is we shouldn't rely on something that can't happen because it can't happen.
I don't think that's the case. I think we need to try.
Do you understand why it can't happen?
I believe that we can do this and it won't work out at all. I fully believe that.
No. I'm not saying if it got implemented. I'm saying even getting it close to a vote is impossible.
At the current climate, for sure.
No, in the climate of any point in U.S. history, it'd be impossible to do this.
Don't worry,
There's no point in time where people are like, yeah, we don't fuck with guns.
Bro.
That has been in our country because you can't think everybody thinks like you.
I know that. I'm just hoping
all the people who think their way now, like what are you seeing that is going to make them change their minds?
What we say, Ian, it could be 10 years, 15, 20, 30, 40. We gonna take our time.
So saying in that time, you're gonna have a whole bunch of people dying, a whole bunch of by the time this is implemented, we'll be in a nursing home.
People been dying at that point, for like 100 years.
But I'm saying there might be answers to this that are quicker.
I have no problem being
there. They're quicker and more effective. The problem is that
like there's more like
when you find it, call me.
Guns.
I'm not hearing nothing from you concrete.
There was maybe like a few guns.
I just said you have to reform. You have to have mandatory body cameras.
I don't know if that fixes it. I'm gonna be real with you.
It fixes it.
Don't do.
It fixes it better than taking away all the guns and not even requiring the police to get their guns taken away.
I want that. I want the guns for the police to be gone.
Why would they take the guns away from the police?
That's part of what I want, nigga. That's why I said it.
Why? But that's two things. That's two things. So you're saying take all the guns away from the citizens, then take all the guns away from the police?
Yes.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
I believe it. I'm not asking for a little.
What I'm saying is, like, if we fight so hard to do something like that, then we're just gonna keep allowing all these injustices to happen, as opposed to fighting the fights we can fight that are realistic to fight.
I think we should get justice for these people. I think that's the first step. I also think we need to
if
get rid
we
of guns.
found a way to reduce the amount of specifically black people dying at the hands of police in 5 years, or work 30 years to get guns taken away.
Why not do both?
Do both?
No, nigga.
Why both? If we're literally lowering the amount of black people getting killed by cops, wouldn't that be solving the issue directly as opposed to doing this other thing?
Why not do both?
Because one of them solves it and the other one...
I don't want guns in this country, period. I mean, at all. Police involved.
I feel that I get what you're saying. It's just impossible to do. Like, it's impossible to do on almost every level. It's impossible to get it into Congress. It's impossible to get it passed by Congress. It's impossible that even if it was passed by Congress, that we'll be able to implement it well because the government fails in all these things.
I think impossible is a strong word, but I'm willing to give it a try.
What example has the government given you that they could be able to handle this?
They haven't.
So it's like, I don't even, like, they're going to be corrupt with this like they're corrupt with everything.
I'm not.
That's all I'm saying. Perfection. Like, if we had a great government that has had a history of, we
might not be in this problem.
Huh?
We might not even be in this boat.
Right. And we're in this problem mostly because of them. So we're asking them to solve this problem?
I can't ask anybody else, man.
We gotta put the right people in. That's why it's just gonna take some time.
And you said it. That's the main thing you have to do. You have to we have to vote. That's the main thing we have to do.
Pretty sure I mentioned that earlier.
I don't think you did.
I definitely said we got to vote the right people in.
I think you started off with the Second Amendment.
I definitely said we got to vote the right people in and get these. It's not going to be overnight, Nick. I've said this 15,000 times. It's going to take some time. We got to vote people in. We got to get the right people going.
I just think
some people got to die. We going to have a lot of people that need to die.
No offense to y'all. I just think y'all are a little naive in terms of how politics work.
I've been called naive before. I know what I'm asking for.
I'm just saying, just an example. Let's say you get somebody elected who's for that, right?
Sure. And then they switch up on them.
They got to win re-election.
That's right.
Yeah. And their supporters are no longer fucking with that.
I gotta definitely.
So now you gotta change your view. That's just one politician. You think that you're gonna have politicians in place for 30 years willing to go on this agenda?
We're gonna have to get this trend going. You feel me?
How? Right? You said y'all said right now it's not a popular stance, right?
It's not at all.
So it won't win any elections, right?
We need the younger generation to help out as well.
Do you think most young people don't like guns?
I hope so.
No.
I genuinely
no,
so.
It's half and half. It's always at least half and half.
If they've seen how the climate is, I would hope so. Like I said, we don't have a poll or anything. We're moving off historic numbers.
Top, 30% of the country fucks with Donald Trump.
That's a good number.
And then you have the other percent that just fuck with guns. Maybe not with Trump, but you fuck with guns. Like, I fuck with guns. I do not want to see us be de-righted.
Strapless. I'm good with it. You see how I stand.
Like, you're looking at it from a gun standpoint. I'm looking at it from a right standpoint. I'm just like, you take away our guns, then you take away our freedom of speech, then you take away the pen. I think it's the, what amendment is it? Maybe 13th, where they ban slavery. Then you can just end that. It's like, that's just opening a door that I don't think we should even try to open.
If we somehow get slavery unvoted, I think we've all heard the tone.
If they take away the amendment, then what can you do?
If, like I was saying,
you're literally giving away, like you're literally, once you show them that you're willing to give away your rights, you realize we have a lot of stupid people in the country, right?
If we somehow get slavery unvoted, that's the statement right there. I'm not gonna have no discussions then.
I mean, shit. I'm saying, like, I don't want to live in that world.
That's fine.
I don't want to live in that world, but I'm saying we should not give away our rights. Like that's something we shouldn't ever do.
Y'all don't need this, right? Y'all not even most of y'all not even fucking using this shit. We be alright.
Spoken from a man who's never shot a gun.
Big facts.
Shooting a gun feels powerful, man.
Some of y'all got guns. Don't
like I feel like all it would take is for me to take you to the range and
shoot it, and I'm like, we all need guns. Yeah, nah,
like,
fuck that.
Yo, nigga, I was capping.
That's cap.
I already see it.
I don't need a gun in my
capping.
life. I don't want a gun in my life. The only reason I get a gun is because someone else got a gun. We don't need these shits, bro. It's not that deep.
I agree if you don't need them, but they're here, and that's something we can't change.
Not with that attitude.
I'm saying no. There's nothing we can do to change the fact that tomorrow we're gonna wake up.
Oh, for sure.
And there are guns here. There's nothing we can do to change the fact that guns are here right now.
But if we keep waking up with that mindset that tomorrow is always gonna have guns in it, we never gonna get rid of guns.
I'm saying it's like only like you and like a couple people saying stuff like that.
That's fine. It only takes so many to start a revolution.
How are you gonna start a revolution with no guns? That's how revolutions started. Did you realize that?
I'm starting a new age revolution, my G.
I recommend looking up the French Revolution, the American Revolution.
Word.
Look up how they did it.
I'm not going.
It was all because of guns.
I'm not going to go back in history to learn.
You got to
learn how to start my own revolution.
Hold on. I got. That's cap. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Call it.
If you want to amend history, you have to understand history.
Nigga.
I'm sorry. Like you have to understand how it was put in place before you can say we gotta get rid of it.
Show me someone who shows me the path to how to get rid of these guns, and I'm gonna go learn from them. I'm not seeing it in American history, so I'm not gonna go pay it no mind.
Any history, because niggas really didn't have like Europe is not the same as the U.S.
That's fine.
Like guns back then were harder to come by,
for sure,
more expensive and less efficient.
We gonna have a
They never let their citizens have them like that.
We are gonna have
and
a tough
because
time,
of that, they're better off. That was a choice they made that's been good. They didn't have millions of guns in the country at the time.
They had to get rid of them. We're gonna do something no one's done before, bro.
They got rid of the guns. There was only like a certain amount of guns in place, and most people didn't have them.
They did that ahead of time.
And there wasn't like registration like there is now.
We are in a tough pickle. I'm willing to try it.
And it took them years to even do that.
It's gonna take some time. No one's saying it won't.
I'm saying we're gonna focus on that and not focus on the lives that are lost. You know what I'm saying?
We can do
because like,
both.
would your thing change what happened to Jacob Blake?
No.
And I'm like, that's the problem we need to be solving.
We need to get justice. Yes.
Like that's what needs to be solved. Not
small steps.
Yeah, we cannot just take away people's rights.
We can do both.
But does both help? Only one of them is going to help situations like that.
I would hope both would help.
Let's go to Jacob Blake. You know, like what happened with him?
He
basically
didn't listen to the officers, went to his car, got shot in the back 7 times.
There was a knife in the car, if I remember correctly,
That's
right?
what they're stating.
That's what they're stating. We don't know for sure.
That's true.
There's apparently a knife in the car of what they're saying. Doesn't matter. No matter, even if he grabbed the knife, you shoot him 11 times.
Thought it was 7, but okay.
I can understand one time. I can like if he got shot one time non-fatally.
I didn't think
I'd be like, well, he was reaching for a knife. Okay.
If you're telling me
you shoot him 11 times, that's vengeance at that point. That is you are not trying to exact justice.
You telling me cops do all this training, they don't know how to disarm someone with a knife? The fuck they doing?
That's what I'm saying. You gotta do better training.
The fuck y'all is doing, bro?
Type shit. Like it's disgraceful to me.
Y'all don't need these guns.
I agree with you, bro. Like they don't need the guns. Like other countries are proving you don't need a gun to be a good police officer.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
But those people aren't in the U.S.
We got a tough situation ahead of us, Nick. We didn't even sit here and talk about Jacob Blake half the time. We talk about.
I was trying to bring him in just now. I mean, I feel that the situation. It's just apparent. Like it's hard for me to call it murder.
What else do you describe this?
Because murder technically has to be like convicted and shit and found in court.
Sure.
It is
he murdered a dude.
Malicious killing is what I would call it. Because it's just like
I'll say it. Then he murdered that nigga. He had no rights to it. He goddamn did it.
I don't understand how you shoot somebody 11 times.
I still thought it was 7. Did the number change?
I thought it was 11.
Google
Maybe
it.
I'm wrong. I may be wrong. I mean, shit, 7, 11? Shit.
What are you trying to say here, Nick?
I was trying to put a little joke in there, but
too soon.
That's most of my jokes.
Yeah. Well, good Second Amendment conversation. However you feel that we should keep it. I could see how there's a Pandora's box coming.
It's just too many different factors. You can't just take away guns, bro.
I'll try.
It is an ordeal that you don't even want to get into.
I'm here for all the noise, Nick. You got the wrong one.
No, because you're not gonna be in like the Capitol
arguing.
You're not gonna be in the Capitol arguing and shit. Like the Republicans are gonna laugh those politicians out the room.
Say we're going to change.
They accuse Democrats of that now, and no Democrat has ever even said we want to take away all the guns. But they're every time you're on Fox News, Obama wants to take away your guns. Biden wants to take away your guns.
Bro.
These niggas haven't even ever said that in their lives.
You just want to scare them. It's fine.
It's like, but you're coming
it's
and you are actually
like
what
trying
they
to take their guns.
You're actually what they fear.
That's good.
You know, like,
and we fear police officers. They show up every day. I'm here for the noise, bro.
Yeah, I mean, they are not having a good go at it. I guess is the best way to put it. They are. I don't know. It seems like they're just getting worse. You know, like George Floyd was one of the most visceral things I'd seen. Just watching a video of, you know, just watching literally some guy get murdered in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Just on your fucking 4K TV, just sitting there. I shed a tear. You know what I'm saying? Watching that, I was like, I'm not gonna see anything worse than that this year. And goddamn, like they literally hit us. Like the NBA started. You know what I'm saying? NBA's going good, trying to do the social justice thing. That happens. I don't even blame Milwaukee, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, as you read the reports about how LeBron and Chris Paul were trying to do like something, they were trying to do like something organized.
For what, Milwaukee itself?
For the shooting.
Nah, I know about the NBPA meetings and how LeBron tried to take one over or something.
Well, here's how I've understood it based on what I've read.
Go ahead.
So when the shootings happened, LeBron and Chris Paul, leader of the Players Association,
NBPA,
and LeBron James, the ambassador for the NBA. I don't think it's an official role, but
he's just important.
Biggest player in the world. You know, there might be players who are better than him at this point. I wouldn't make that argument, but LeBron is the ambassador to the NBA.
Got you.
Basically,
they were trying to organize something, and Milwaukee apparently just said we're not playing, and it kind of hijacked their whole shit.
Okay, yeah,
now I can't blame Milwaukee for what, because it happened in your state, and you know Giannis is in the streets protesting. George Hill was in the streets George Hill just said we shouldn't even be in this fucking bubble.
That's real.
So I know emotions were high, and I can't blame them for an emotional response.
The Raptors started out first too, right?
No, the Milwaukee Bucks were the first ones to sit out.
Then they canceled all the games.
Then they canceled all the games. I think all the teams said we're not playing
of that evening.
So, but
I remember they said the Raptors said they were going to do it.
Yeah, they did it shortly after.
They said the Raptors said they were going to do it.
Right. I mean, all the teams
they decided short after.
Yeah, they all. How I understand it is LeBron and Chris Paul were upset because they did that and there was really no plan.
That's true.
Because niggas were like, "Is the season over?"
The Clippers said they thought it was done.
The Lakers and the Clippers were two of the teams that voted. I think the only two teams that said, "Let's end the season."
Yeah.
I think LeBron and Kawhi and all of them were just like, "Fuck this." You know, I think LeBron was upset because it seems like y'all niggas don't have a plan. And y'all are just stopping the season with nothing to a plan in place.
LeBron was more upset they didn't consult anyone before they made that decision.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, absolutely. You're right. Like he was mad that as the ambassador to the league and Chris Paul as the head of the Player Association, nothing was said to them, which I can understand on some level.
I don't.
It's bigger than LeBron. It's bigger than Chris Paul. I can understand their frustration.
He's probably just
doesn't mean it's. I don't think it was well placed though, because this is not like at the end of the day. And I liked how all the teams.
I think it was appropriate.
Because if the Bucks just sat out and everybody else played, that'd be kind of weird.
Oh, it would be whack.
Yeah.
I thought it was
so I liked how all the teams said we're going to, just sit out. We'll have a meeting and everything. See what we can get from the owners.
I think this should happen more. Anytime injustice, killing, something like this happens, just stop whatever sport you're playing. Don't entertain these motherfuckers. Don't show up. Stop all this nonsense, bro.
I agree.
Especially
if it happens in your state. Like, that's like,
take the dollars
from an
out
emotional standpoint, like, I can understand all the players being like, we're not in the right mindset to play this game. We'll give up the forfeit.
Nah, kudos to
let's
the
put
players
some
for understanding.
Let's put some awareness on the fucking issues, you know? This is bigger than basketball.
Kudos to the players for understanding.
They've been preaching this all season.
Absolutely. And while I can't blame LeBron for being upset, it's bigger than you.
I'm about to say,
it's bigger than you.
He definitely had a small person moment in a big situation.
Well, how I see it, I don't think it's that as much as I think he wanted the NBA, all the players, to look united instead of all over the place.
He should have hopped on board quick.
If you no. When you look at the civil rights movement, how did that work? They had practice every single week. They planned all their protests. They planned to go to jail. They were all in it together.
That's fine.
That's success. And now success.
I think right? This one.
I'm saying movements typically work when they are unified.
Like I said, I think this one was a little more time based because the game was about to happen, and it was either are we gonna play or we're not gonna play. Some people definitely didn't want to play. Some probably did, and some weren't with the shit. So I think they made the decision that fuck
Absolutely. it. Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. I can't blame the Bucks for doing what they did. I can't blame them.
Like LeBron needs to chill out.
In the best case scenario, I would hope that they would have reached out to at least Chris Paul. Because Chris Paul is the head of the Player Association. He can give word to all the players.
I'm with Jaylen Brown.
They're doing this.
Jaylen Brown said they didn't have to ask a single soul for anyone's permission to protest that game, and I'm with it 1,000%. Yeah. They genuinely.
No one's saying that. Like, I'm not saying they did a wrong thing. I'm saying when I'm LeBron James and I am doing a lot of stuff in the community. I do have campaigns to get people registered to vote. I do have schools trying to put black kids and get them education, you know what I'm saying, where they otherwise wouldn't have it.
Yeah.
I am doing all this shit. I want us to be as unified as possible. If we're all going to protest games, let's all do it together. Let's all just say, fuck our games, have a message together.
I get it. I think LeBron...
That's all, and that's when I see it from that perspective, I'm like, I get it. Because that to me would have been even more powerful. It was still powerful because it was kind of drama filled that night.
It was.
Where it's
no one knew what was happening.
Where it's like nobody knew what was happening. Nobody knew if the season was over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. A lot of updates.
Yeah, it's like, I think all of that could have been... I think that's what LeBron was frustrated over. Not the fact that they protested. I think the fact that why couldn't we all have talked about it and all of us had protested?
I think
that would have been a little better.
I think LeBron definitely had a little eye.
Chris Paul too.
He did, but I think Chris Paul even came up a little less eye than LeBron did. And I think LeBron came out like, "Hey, bro, y'all supposed to call me."
Well, LeBron hasn't said anything. Like, this is all reporting.
That's all reporting.
You know, so it's not like
I'm pretty sure
like LeBron hasn't made a statement on this yet.
Nope.
You know, so
I'm pretty sure he's just talking behind the scenes for everyone. He's like, hey, like, you know, he's just going up to people. You know. Like, I feel like he's like, look, we're all in this together. Like, this is like, we're here because we wanted to be here, you know?
Right.
So, like...
And at the end of the day, who are you protesting? You're protesting the NBA, which I would argue the NBA, while obviously still a money-grabbing corporation, you know what I'm saying? I respected everything they've done as far as, you know, letting the players put the jerseys, putting the Black Lives Matter on the court, having the commercials with the Black Lives Matter. I mean, I'm not saying they can't do more, but I'm saying I appreciate what they've done so far. And so I feel if you're going to protest the games, but keep everybody in the know. Like, keep everybody in the know. Hell, the NBA probably would have been behind y'all completely instead of blindsiding everybody. I respect their decision. I thought it could have been handled better.
I think you got to look at the NBA didn't call out these games themselves. The players had to.
But I feel like the NBA would have. The NBA is already appeased so much. This black dude gets unjustifiably shot, and you have Giannis, LeBron, Chris Paul, all the All-Stars like, yo, we're not playing.
The NBA was gonna go through with the games. The Bucks were the ones who had to.
All the players said we're all saying we're not playing.
I'm looking at the reality of the situation. They're going to say
we're not. We're going to call it the games.
Nobody else said they weren't playing besides the Bucks. The Bucks were where this all avalanche started.
What I've heard is that LeBron and them were talking about not playing either. I heard all of them were thinking about it.
They didn't have the 6 o'clock slot. That's all I know. The Bucks were the first ones up, and they decided not to. That's how the situation looks.
And ultimately, that was the decision that
started the snowfall.
Yeah, and I think that it could have been handled better. I think
I don't disagree with that.
Because if the Bucks had think about it, if the Bucks had just called Chris Paul. I'm not even saying call LeBron. Call Chris Paul, who's the head of the Player Association, and been like, "Yo, we're not playing."
It probably would have went a little smoother.
Yeah, and Chris Paul can be like, "All right, I'm gonna reach out to all the player reps for all the teams, and we're going to cancel. We're gonna get these games." Because I don't think Chris Paul for any moment would have been like,
"Nah, this is dumb.
Don't protest your game." I don't see Chris Paul doing that.
Nah.
LeBron, I don't know. I don't think he would do that.
I doubt it either.
I'm not speaking for LeBron.
I don't think we would have either. If we're speaking on that terms.
I'm saying like you could have done that. I think it would have came over a little. Like I'd say they get an A, right? They get an A- to me. I think an A+ would have been if everybody were in sync with it.
I don't think there's a real big difference in the results per se. I think people are just mad that they weren't informed and didn't get to be part of the process.
That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying like it's still a success. I still respect the fuck out of them for doing it, man. Like when I saw that, I wasn't even mad. I was sitting there like, damn, this 2020, like that is crazy that the players have that much power, and I'm so hyped that they have that much power.
Yep.
So it was a good showing and everything. It just wasn't perfect, but rarely anything is.
I don't think this was the time for perfection. I think it was time for getting shit done.
I think perfection would have been nice, but I don't think perfection was needed. You know what I'm saying? I think that what we got from them was needed. Everybody understood these games are canceled for the next 3 days.
That's how they felt.
Think about the injustice that was brought. Think about that while you're not watching these basketball games.
The controversy actually helped a little bit for the...
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was all positive because it gave awareness where I don't know if it would have gotten the same amount.
I don't know. What were you saying, Ian?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Oh, no. I was just saying they just did how they felt. They just knew that they didn't...
That's what I'm thinking. That's why when you said, like, I couldn't blame LeBron for the way he came about it, I was like, nah, I don't fuck with the way he came about it at all. But
like at first I was surprised that like the Lakers
I don't fuck with the way
and the Clippers were the one.
I said we have no idea what LeBron said.
Right. I just don't see LeBron being like, well, y'all should have told me. I don't see that. I see we should all be together type shit. I see that is a more realistic response.
What Patrick Beverly said, was kind of crazy.
Oh, what about the Michelle? What's her name?
I mean, I think Zubac said that didn't happen.
Zubac
said, I was in the meeting. He didn't say that. He didn't say that last part. He did have an argument with her.
Yeah, that's what
he did not say the salary part.
Salary.
Wait.
Because that sounds like some clickbait shit to me.
But who
someone reported it.
Who reported it?
I mean, somebody reported it.
Somebody reported it.
But that sounds nice, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to say Patrick Beverly got in an argument with somebody. It's another thing to say, he said, I pay your salary.
This could be someone misconstruing something. Yeah. I think something disrespectful was said.
I'm sure.
I'm sure
it's Pat Bev. I'm sure. I just don't
think it was those exact words.
Yeah, I think that is a characterization of something he said.
I think he could have said something along those lines. That's what they just ended up making it sound like.
Like maybe he explained. Maybe he said, "I pay your salary, and I'm expecting all." Well, maybe he went into a whole thing about it. I don't think because think about it, it's really disrespectful to just say, "I pay your salary," and end it like that.
If he explains why he cares about the situation, starting it off with "I pay your salary," no matter what it sounds belittling.
What I'm saying is, and I don't like Pat Bev.
It's a belittling statement, actually, for real.
I hate Pat Bev. If he said that, he wasn't wrong. But you don't say that. You don't say that to Michelle Roberts.
It's a very belittling statement.
Zubac said he didn't say that. So it's he said, she said at this point.
For sure.
If he did say it, I think he was out of line. He's not wrong, but he's out of line for saying that.
I don't know if Zubac per se was on that call.
I don't know. I don't think any of us know.
Yeah, so I think it was only 2 representatives for each team, but the Lakers brought like 4 or 5 apparently. But nonetheless,
I know the Clippers and Lakers have the most.
We're definitely doing.
I think George Hill and Giannis were on theirs.
We're doing a lot of speculation. You feel me? We don't know the real details. At the end of the day, please stop shooting us. You feel me? Jacob Blake should have never been shot 7 goddamn
George
times.
Floyd should have been fucking choked out.
Was it 7 or 11?
Let's see.
Yeah, Eric Garner too. We can go down the list.
Fucking Philando Castile. We can. The fact that we can just go down this list
is a shame, and then some.
I'm saying, like, we can write a fucking paragraph of all the names. It's crazy. It's fucking insane, bro.
What's the number?
Nigga, hold on.
Be faster.
Can you read, nigga?
From here? Can you zoom?
Sure.
Just give me a little zoom.
That's hard. That's kind of hard to do. It's a lot of words without.
You were close to it.
Crump said Blake was hit by 4 of the 7 bullets.
Shot 7 times. Wasn't hit.
Hit 4 times.
All right.
But hitting the right places to make you paralyzed.
All I know is I said 7.
I heard one person say, well, he didn't die. It's like, yo.
The fact that you have
like
to say that.
The fact that you have to say that is crazy.
Right there, then the biggest problem.
Just that is crazy.
That right there is the biggest problem.
But to act like, okay, he didn't die.
It's like they're not even shooting him.
His life anymore. Is still basically over.
Same, man. They don't value life the same, man.
Man, well, just put your kid, put your cousin, put your brother, put your sister in the same situation. You know? Like, no one wants to deal with something like that. But, you know, it's hard to convince people.
They're not listening, Nick.
It is. It's an uphill battle.
We can only hope.
It's an uphill battle. We need to do our best to, you know, just kind of do our own little things, you know. Whether it's talking on a podcast, if you want to be in the streets protesting, you know.
What?
We've seen from Corona that the protesting really didn't like cause an uptick, as far as I can see.
I'm not even paying no mind.
Like, so
they're still protesting. They've been protesting every day.
Yeah, if you protesting, man, salute to you. Like, we got to do something.
If you trying to get rid of the Second Amendment, you with the shits, let Dick know. You feel me? You're not alone.
No, we not hashtagging that shit.
Get it started.
That's conflicted. I feel like Ian leans towards that side. Nana's fully on board.
It can happen.
Voice your opinion, bro. Let it be heard. You can't die voicing an opinion. At least not in this country, apparently.
We need to focus on taking these crazy rights that the police have away.
That'd be fantastic.
First.
Oh yeah, for sure. Get that order right.
We need to get them checked.
Get that order
first.
Right. This
we need to this immunity that they have
gotta go.
It needs to go. You know, body cams, requirement or 40 years in prison.
How about
that? Like, if you take that body cam off, you are dooming yourself to prison. How about that?
They motherfucking putting these bitches on just to say, oh, my bitch died, turn that bitch off and all this nonsense.
Type shit. Put some chocolate over the fucking camera so you can't see this shit.
Ridiculous.
Like, this needs to end. Like, that needs to end. All that shit needs to be addressed. We need to focus on these goddamn cops from their police unions, their bitch ass police unions who protect them no matter what, which is their job. I completely understand. But fuck them. No fuck how many excuses they have.
They have all this money too.
Fuck their armory. Fuck their money. Fuck all that. It's depressing, you know? Like, take that money away, invest in some inner city communities.
Do something.
At the very least. But man, let's get to something lighter, man. Like, let's lighten the mood. We talking about taking away rights. We talking about fucking depressing police shootings. We need to, bro. Let's lighten up the mood. Messi is gone.
I don't know who this lightens the mood for. If you're a Barcelona fan, you just cried inside.
I'm not a Barcelona fan. I am here for the drama, man. Because as somebody who is, I like soccer, not a huge investor in everything like I am in basketball.
I'm about to say this,
but man, big. Like that's some headline-shaking news.
I'm about to say, I thought Ronaldo leaving Juventus was big, or leaving Real Madrid for Juventus was big.
That was big at the time.
This shit is through the roof.
This is on another level.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
No,
Messi was supposed to retire.
It's even worse than Ronaldo because at least Ronaldo was on Manchester first.
Like, he hadn't been Real Madrid his whole career.
He was on another team before Manchester, right?
He was.
Yeah, so he's been on different teams. Yeah. Messi was raised in the youth camps of Barcelona.
Since 13.
13?
He's been there since 13.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was since 13.
No.
Yeah, that is a relationship at that point. That is a almost symbiotic relationship between a player and an organization.
Son.
That's Kobe Lakers. That's Tim Duncan Spurs.
For sure.
That's
but it's
Tom
football.
Brady and the Patriots. But
it's the same. Funny that happened in the same year.
It did. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It's football though.
That's how this game works.
It's different.
Man.
I mean, I'd argue that football quarterbacks tend to stay in their location.
Nice on my soccer.
No, I'm talking
about
you're
talking about football. Oh, I got you. Sorry, got you.
Yeah, them players tend to like leave too. You know,
I would
even like Like Iniesta went to Japan and got paid like 30 million.
That's like an end of career type of thing. I think
that's like Ibra leaving PSG. Like at that point,
even Ibra for PSG wasn't like there.
Messi, like no one has been
Messi,
that.
I'd argue is still like, what would you say, top 3?
Yeah. If we're talking just pure on talent,
top 3.
Top 3. Not right now.
Right now playing in well, I guess you call it not league, but
in Europe.
in the world.
Guess. I'm going to
Yeah,
Europe.
Definitely top 3.
Yeah, I'm going top 3.
Honestly,
like, by the time Ibra left PSG, he was not top 3.
Who?
Nah, Ibrahimovic.
Who would? No, I'm talking about who would you put as
Ronaldo,
Messi, and
Mbappe.
Wait, what?
Mbappe third.
Wait. You're talking about this season though. You're talking about this season.
Oh, this sole season? I'm talking just talent wise.
I'm talking about
if you
like
were to rank
now.
them right now, today,
we're talking just pure. What are we
world?
talking? Pure talent or best season? Because he's saying best season.
I'm talking
pure talent like,
too.
Pure talent, Mbappe.
If you're trying to,
I'm saying
if you're trying to start a team to win this year,
if I'm starting
Lewandowski
to win this just this year,
Lewandowski just this season is Lewandowski. But if we're talking overall talent, Lewandowski's having the best season of his career.
I'm not gonna hold you. I might have to put Lewandowski number 1.
Really?
I might have to.
I
might have to put number 1. I might have to put Ronaldo number 2.
I think we gotta look at this. Because
Lewandowski, I cannot disrespect Lewandowski any longer.
Messi 2, Mbappe 3, Lewandowski 1.
I don't think I can put
you leaving Ronaldo out of top 3?
Yeah,
you're wilding.
He's 4.
I can't.
He's 4. He's right there.
Are you saying Mbappe over Lewandowski?
No, he's saying 3. He said Mbappe 3. You said Messi 2?
Yeah.
And Lewandowski number 1?
had a great season. They just could not. Yeah, Lewandowski have been like on par.
So we're on the same page with Lewandowski number 1, right?
For this season, for sure. If we're talking just talented people in Europe right now, Ronaldo.
Well, Mbappe's more talented than him, of course.
Yeah, Ronaldo hasn't aged.
Ronaldo 1. If we're talking pure talent, Messi 2, Mbappe 3. Because Messi can do things with the ball no one can, and it's that simple.
But I would put Messi over Ronaldo.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Ronaldo doesn't create. Messi
what?
What? He doesn't create that much.
The cap.
Oh,
the cap.
Watch some Ronaldo passing highlights. Come on, bro.
Not that much.
I would say Ronaldo doesn't pass like he used to, but you gotta look at his team. Who's he passing to?
But Di Miller does more of the passing though.
Bro, that's a force. Ronaldo ain't passing nobody on Aventus. Who really about to do something besides the ball?
I mean, they got Higuain. Like,
you said that with confidence?
Yeah.
Would you say that with confidence?
Would you say that
38-year-old Higuain? He's not even 38. He just plays like it.
Would you say that Barcelona was more built for Messi
than Juventus
was for Ronaldo?
Hell yeah.
Would you say that Barcelona was more built for Messi than Juventus was for Ronaldo?
I mean, Ronaldo went there.
So it's not built for him. They just kind of fit him in because he's Ronaldo.
I mean, he's on the left wing. Like, that's where he wants to play.
The team isn't at Juventus, in my opinion, doesn't have as good as a team as Barca. Ronaldo doesn't have
as good of a team as Real Madrid was. Like, Real Madrid was built around him.
Oh, for sure. They had Benzema, who knew how to drop deep.
Perfectly.
Bale, the left foot on the other
Juventus
side.
is not built that same way.
Like, that was a prime Bale.
Modric and Cruz.
That's Bale that got...
their team was so OD, bro.
Hold on. That Bale got paid $300,000 a week now.
To not play anything.
Not do nothing. That's
Look,
that
we can sit here and talk all day.
The crazy thing is, in FIFA, I used to like using Bale more than Ronaldo. Like, back in, like, maybe 16.
I think Bale was a little faster than Ronaldo.
He's always fast. I'd say Bale was probably in the top 5 fast players in the whole game. Consistently.
Robin was up there too.
He's not what he used to be. Yeah, the father time caught up, bro.
Yeah, unfortunately.
But that's the real situation. But we can sit here and talk about threes all day.
Messi leaving that's one of the biggest stories. Like, it's underrated how big of a story that is. It just happened in such a crazy week in general.
Oh, for sure.
But
honestly, I'm not surprised. They really got their ass whooped.
No. I think we got
honestly, what was it?
A2.
Yeah, A2 loss would do it.
We got to look deeper than that performance.
I watched that whole half of that game. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
I was shocked.
I was like, what is going on?
Bro,
when they got...
I didn't even watch it.
When the own goal happened, and I was like, wow, they have a chance.
No.
And then They scored again.
We talked about this game. No, did we? I don't know. I thought it was something about this game. I said, don't be surprised if Bayern beats the shit out of Barca. Bayern was coming into that game purring, and Barca.
Lewandowski just scores. Bro, like, that's the problem.
He only scored one goal that game. That's the scary part.
Exactly.
Bro, when I tell you,
Gnabry.
Barca coming in was already not confident. They didn't win La Liga. They had a poor showing in La Liga. Then they come to Napoli. Messi saves them versus Napoli. It wasn't looking good, bro. It wasn't looking good.
Do you think he already knew he was leaving though?
No. I think things were.
I think literally the 8-2.
No, let me say this. Things were bad. Things definitely. This is like the motherfucking pebble that just kicked everything off. If that makes sense. I think things were. He already had issues with the president Batarmu. I can never say his name right, but
the interim coach too, right?
They were never gonna get along. He wasn't a good coach in my opinion. But the president of the club had been sneak dissing Messi for like the whole season and then some. They had been not getting young talent. The one talent they got, Dembele, had 2 season-ending injuries. Hasn't played for them in literally 2 years, damn near. They were losing people.
Suarez is so much money.
They brought in Coutinho just to put him on old. Suarez is aging, like you said. They brought in Griezmann. He doesn't fit the team. It's been a mess. Then they lose 8-2, and Coutinho scores 2 goals against them.
I would say I don't think anybody blames Messi.
No, not a single soul. If you
I don't think if you follow soccer even a little bit,
if you blame Messi,
not blame him.
You're probably the Barca president realizing you're about to lose your job and you're blaming him because of that. It's the only person blaming
fans.
Messi.
I'm sure some Barca fans.
Nah,
fuck this nigga.
If they're mad, they're dead ass salty little hoes because y'all know this man has given y'all his soul and then some. Messi has been y'all god.
Shit, bro. Fandom is a crazy thing. Yeah, I still hate Dwight Howard to this day, and he's back on my team. I still hate him to this day.
What did he even do wrong?
He literally, like, we could give him the biggest contract. I think it was 2012 or 13.
Yeah. And he folded.
We traded all of our assets to get him.
That happened. And you brought
we were offering him the biggest contract in NBA history, if I remember correctly.
Wait, I thought he came in like 2011.
I don't recall. I think it might have been. No, it was either 10 or 11 actually.
I was definitely in college when it happened because it was like 2012, 2013 season. Okay, it was the second Heat championship.
Got you.
Because Nash came in too.
Yeah. It was a horrible experiment.
It didn't work.
It was a horrible experiment. Dwight decided to.
They couldn't get Chris Paul.
Dwight decided to leave.
It started with that.
He left money on the table to go with James Harden and proceeded to accomplish nothing.
That was fun vibes, though.
Now, look, did it work out best for the Lakers because we didn't have that contract on the books?
For sure.
Sure. Still hate this nigga's guts. Because he had an opportunity that year. Like, the way he went out was sad because
Kobe was yelling at him. That's how it went out.
Kobe brought us back from the abyss to put us back in the 8th seed.
That happened.
Kobe literally gave his Achilles to get us into the 8th seed.
That was.
And
was that OKC or the Trailblazers?
Who beat us?
No, to get in the 8th seed.
What do you mean? Like the game that iced it? You mean?
Are you saying who did they?
No, that might have been a retirement game.
You're saying who did they beat out?
Oh yeah. Then
probably
they lost to the.
It was somebody. I forgot who it was.
OKC, right?
No. I'll tell you the timeline. So I remember it so clearly. That's such a horrible season. So Kobe, everybody gets injured except for Kobe. Every single person on the team got injured except for Kobe.
Yeah.
We were 35-44.
Damn.
Kobe leads us back into the 8th seed without Dwight, without Steve Nash, without Lamar Odom.
Steve Nash was barely there.
He was barely there all year. Paul Gasol was not himself at that point. He was getting older at that point.
All the time.
Kobe led us back. Kobe had one of his best seasons ever. Like, he brought us back into the 8th seed. Kobe, in the game to ice the 8th seed, tears his Achilles against the Warriors. Makes those free throws, all that. Walks off. Mamba at that point. And we're in the 8th seed. Dwight proceeds to get swept by the San Antonio Spurs. Now,
we go.
Now, look, I'm not asking Dwight to beat the San Antonio Spurs in a series.
You wanted a game, huh?
One game. Like, he averaged like 14 and 12.
That's pretty sad, but you were asking for a lot.
I'm asking for him to be anything.
Dwight
at least, you know what? At least be Joel Embiid. Because Joel Embiid just got swept. He averaged what in the series? Like 30 and 15?
Good points.
it's like you just quit on us and then you dropped us. So we basically just gave up all these assets for nothing. Continual hatred. I was mad when we got him.
I can see why the hate's there.
Like, it's just...
He definitely got up and left. He said Kobe's not going to yell at me.
I don't get mad at anybody for leaving our team. You know what I'm saying? Like, if Kobe had said, you know what, I want to pursue a championship in his final years, I want to leave the Lakers, actually. I would have been supporting him 100%. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Laker fan.
That's because he actually did something from you. You're mad Dwight did nothing.
Hell, even fucking Trevor Ariza. Trevor Ariza won the championship with us, and he's one of my favorite players ever. You know what I'm saying? Because of his leadership with the Lakers, I'm like, wherever you go,
I think you're just mad Dwight did nothing and left.
I'm mad he did less than nothing. Kobe got... Because of Kobe, we got into the playoffs. And then Kobe gave you the opportunity to show yourself. And you showed yourself.
I don't think he was going to show up without Kobe, period. I think he knew this was done.
This man spent an entire career dominating defenses with his dunks and alley hoops. And offenses with his blocks and steals. Like, he's literally... at that point, he was still a top 10 player.
I think once he got yelled at by Kobe, he was never the same nigga.
And see, that's a damn shame. But overall, that's why I hate Dwight Howard.
I can see that.
I know I've said it a lot on the podcast. I've said it to you. That's the backstory of why I hate this nigga. But overall, just back to Messi. How do y'all feel about a potential team? Like, where do you think he's going?
He's going to City.
I've heard different things.
Don't worry, they're false. Messi has Messi has actually gotten to the point where he's trying to get Neymar.
You want to go back with Pep?
I've heard the Neymar thing, but why wouldn't you just
go to PSG? There's nothing different for them.
No, what do you have Mbappe, you have Neymar, and then you add Messi?
This is the situation.
Is that not the best offensive talent in the world off that?
So you get rid of Icardi? It's just so much.
I don't think that's the problem, honestly. Icardi get the bench for Messi any day. This is my situation. You go to PSG, right?
Right.
The only goal you have there is win the Champions League. There's nothing else. There really is. Because PSG is already going to win the league.
So are you saying City gives him kind of an out if he doesn't?
I think City gives him the excitement he misses in soccer.
Why wouldn't PSG?
You were already going to win the league. You haven't kicked the ball.
But it's not about the league to Messi at this point. It's probably about Champions League.
I think Messi wants to enjoy playing soccer week in and week out.
He wants to dominate.
I think that's where he wants to go with City. He'll get to actually compete in the Prem. They have multiple tournaments that are competitive, and you'll still be in the Champions League. Also, you have the coach you love the most. His favorite coach of all time, Pep.
No, I feel you on all those points. I'm not, and I
You're
was
saying why not PSG?
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
City's an option.
I think PSG is
the dream.
No, I think to me it would be the best option. I can understand why you're saying City is the best option.
It's probably the most talented,
that would literally be the most talented
attacking trio.
Team, just offensive trio, all that. I don't think any team could compete with that. Any team.
I'm having struggles thinking about it.
That would be a problem.
It would.
And we've already seen Messi work with Neymar.
No, it would. And if you replace Mbappe for Suarez, in my opinion, that's an improvement.
I'm saying, we've already seen it be successful.
Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Now, if you're saying get Neymar to go to City. Okay.
No, that's what they're trying to do.
That's automatically a better, because they just have a better overall team.
Oh, for sure. They still got Kevin. Kevin's a guy.
You won't have Mbappe. You won't have Mbappe, which sucks.
But you'll have Aguero and the rest. Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Oh my god, Kevin, that'd be scary.
It's scary. He's trying to make it happen. Neymar can't go because I don't think City can get Neymar and Messi.
That's a lot.
But it depends. It really depends on what Messi goes for. If I'm being honest, they're saying
probably the most, right?
His release clause is $700 million.
Who's Ronaldo's?
Ronaldo's probably around 4, 5, 6, maybe. They didn't pay Ronaldo's though. Ronaldo said he wanted to leave and they let him go.
Yeah, for 100.
Yeah, it was 100 some change.
Barca's not going to do that probably.
They're saying it might become a legal dispute.
Yeah. That's why soccer is so wild to me, because it's literally you're buying these niggas.
You will get anyone. You have attorneys.
And basketball really isn't like that.
It isn't. You're paying someone a contract and then you
everybody understands LeBron is not worth $30 million.
No.
LeBron is worth $30 billion. LeBron's worth
all right. So basketball, you trade contracts.
Right.
Soccer, you trade player value.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Which is
it's crazy to me. I love it. It is slavery, but it's a lot more money, and you're only asking these niggas to play soccer.
They get paid good amount. Don't tell. It's a good type of slavery. Don't get
twisted. Them bonuses be $1 million.
They get 6 figure.
It's like an elevator version. You ever see Django?
Bro, they don't get paid because what Ronaldo's contract they said was like 150.
Where I went.
No, Ronaldo makes six figures.
He got the bonus. He had like a $20 million.
Ronaldo
bonus.
makes 6 figures a week, not kicking a ball.
Man,
that's the off-season check.
Man, Ronaldo. What if? And this is my dream. What if he went to Juventus?
Ronaldo?
No.
Oh, Messi. I want it to happen. I want them to play together. I want them to play together.
Because honestly, at this point,
does Mbala leave or do they?
He stays. Who the fuck cares?
You make it work.
You make it work.
You find a formation.
If it doesn't work, you drop them. That's what you do. Yeah. Fuck that.
Because let's be honest.
You're
I don't think there's
any.
Is there a clear consensus on who's better?
Huh?
Is there a clear consensus on who's better between Ronaldo and Messi?
No.
So
I think it's Ronaldo.
So at this point, I think it is too. But at this point, I don't think there's anything either one of them can do that will make me say, oh, he's clearly better.
I think people are always going to be biased towards one or the other.
Absolutely.
And
so you might as well say fuck it. You might as well say fuck it and play together.
I want them to play together. I'm with you.
That would be that would be my number one dream choice. I think the most, like you said, the most reasonable choice is City.
City can afford it.
I think that PSG is the best fit from a talent perspective. Just
like I said,
that attacking trio is Barcelona. It's a
FIFA dream. That's really what it is. Like I said, I don't think Messi really wants that. He has no interest in going it because he's not going to do anything week in and week out.
What I'm saying is, if he wanted to play with Neymar, that's your best bet.
Excuse me.
That's your best bet. We know him and Neymar. Like, he basically brought up Neymar.
I think, for sure. He actually tried to get Neymar to come back to Barca. How much he been standing it. But I think because he has already played with Neymar and he understands where that would lead and he understands what PSG kind of have already going. Right. He knows his most successful years were with Pep. If he's gonna go for anything, he's gonna.
I think the coaching thing is key. I do agree with you. The coaching would probably be the biggest factor.
Yeah. Yes, bro. And it's not like City doesn't have a team.
Kevin can pass.
If I'm being completely honest, if Man City gets a defense together, they're a better team than PSG. PSG only have Neymar and Mbappe.
Man, that's a lot.
It's talented, but Kevin, Sterling.
From a defensive perspective, they're already a lot better.
I don't know. I would
really. They just got new signings.
You wouldn't sell
Sterling? Who signed?
Nathan Ake from Bournemouth. It's pretty good talent. What were you gonna say?
You wouldn't sell Sterling.
You think I would sell him?
Yeah.
Even after you missed the tap in? Fuck no. That man is talent personified, bro. That man runs so stupid and still the fastest nigga on the field sometimes. Most of the time. Yeah. You can't.
It's crazy because they have so much depth, yo. Nah, they got Mahrez. Like, why do you have Mahrez?
I'm not even a big Mahrez fan, and he's just gonna shine.
They should get rid of Silva, and they have Silva. Like their whole.
Wait, Bernardo or
Bernardo.
I'm about to say because other Silva left.
Overall, let's end it right here. If you have to pick, I'm gonna start with you, Ian. If you have to pick where you want Messi to land, where you want him to land, bro.
Oh man,
Chelsea.
If he went to my favorite team, Chelsea,
that'd be tough. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, rephrase your question.
I'll rephrase it because y'all went there.
Yep.
Y'all went there. Besides your favorite team, because obviously I would say the Spurs. Obviously,
I would want him to go to Chelsea, but for real, like I think he'd probably just go to the City. Just go to City, yo. Because I feel like that would be good competition, but
I don't want to.
It'd just be crazy.
City was shit
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see. I don't want to see that. I get it. I get it that you're saying it'd be the best fit.
Oh no, it would. It would turn up everything.
It would shake the whole.
I don't want to see it though.
It would shake the Premier League because I was like, all right, so are they really about to like?
They're gonna
do it.
They're about to.
They're about to do it.
They're about.
I mean, honestly, it rings similar though to Manchester United. Because when they got Pogba,
that is true. It made a big deal.
That looked like
but I don't think they had,
and it didn't turn out that way.
They didn't have as complete of the team as City have right now. The United team at the time for sure. But no.
It's just when they got Pogba,
it was a big deal. It was.
I remember just FIFA alone. Like it was like, you can play these niggas against Real Madrid now. Like they looked OD, and then the reality set.
Yeah,
Pogba.
He's a talented. He needs talented people around him. It's one of them joints.
He seems like a more athletic, more able, like Iniesta.
That is an interesting way to describe him. I don't think he could.
I like him a lot.
He can pick a pass.
Definitely one of my top 5 favorite players.
He plays defense better than Iniesta, that's for sure.
More athletic.
I think he needs to commit himself.
I would put him on PSG just for FIFA standpoint.
I would put Pokemon PSG. It would work. It's exactly what they need.
I would put Messi on PSG.
Honestly, I put him back on Juventus.
If you do the three, I'm just thinking now, like if you do 3,
you're just not thinking. You said it like 3 minutes ago. Like that.
Wait, what did he say?
He said he was just thinking about the front three of Mbappe, Neymar, and Messi,
and then put like Di Maria in the middle. And have the two down. Like,
I say
that's easy.
The crossing.
Put Messi in the middle. Put Di Maria out right.
That team from a crossing perspective.
That's insane.
Because Messi can cross too, and Messi can.
Yeah, I'm saying Messi's an elite crosser.
I think Di Maria is better crosser than Messi. That's a good Di Maria.
He is. Di Maria is
it
one of the best
rated?
crossers ever, right?
I thought Messi still had like the 90.
Messi still got it. Don't think it, but I think
but
Di Maria is
thing,
like his thing, bro.
Thing.
Like that nigga is him.
Crossing is just one of the many talents that Messi has.
Yo, because then like at that point,
I'd rather have Di Maria out wide than Messi. I'll say that. But Messi in the middle is scary.
At that point, then just go to 2,
I mean,
4.
Let's be real. You can have Messi
anywhere.
Have Messi.
He's not as fast as you two, so I don't really want him out wide like that.
But anywhere.
You're saying what? 4-4-2 with what? Who up front? Who's your two up front?
Messi and Mbappe.
Okay,
and they have Neymar. Yeah, because at least that's where you get the crossing in.
That's
like
crazy.
You know, like it would just be like just speed and passing.
Look, man, we can stop pretending. Who doesn't want to see Ronaldo and Messi play together? Come on, bro. Just once.
We're on the same page.
Just once.
That is the dream for any fan who is not biased.
Oh my God, it would just be dreams come true.
As somebody who appreciates both of them,
it's the same problem as in PSG where there's no competition. All you're playing for is the Champions League because Juventus is going to win Serie A. There's no competition there.
To me, like if you play in one of those leagues,
let me say this: Serie A is more competitive than whatever PSG's League is what it's pronounced, but
I can't name the second best player on that. I can't name the second best team in that.
League One. But yeah, it's probably either Lyon.
Well, those are practice games basically. And you're warming up for Champions League.
I think Messi knows the end of his career is coming, so he's trying to make sure every game is as meaningful as it can be. You'll have much more meaningful games in the Prem, and I think the same problems.
I think that, but I'm looking at it from the standpoint of.
Do you want
the Premier League offers the most chance for failure.
It does.
That's like
you're not guaranteed competition. You're not guaranteed.
That's how you want to play.
From a competitive standpoint, yeah, that would if he wins multiple Premier League.
I think hear me out
with Manchester.
He goes over Ronaldo if he wins in it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think
he
does.
He went back to back. Yeah.
Boy, that goes stupid. Here's my all right.
Unless Ronaldo wilds out too, though. If Ronaldo wins 2 league and then he wins,
he's already won back.
And he wins Champions.
If he wins another Champions League, Ronaldo's getting it.
Yeah, I think if either one of them, if they're not on the same team, wins Champions League,
they'll take it. I don't think it's still gonna be set in stone.
But even then, it's like I don't even know people because if you're a Ronaldo fan,
it's set in stone for you already.
If you're a Messi fan, it's set in stone. They're the niggas like us in the middle who fuck with them both, respect them both.
You gotta respect the talent.
No matter what happens,
I think
I know we think Ronaldo's a little better.
200 goat, bro.
Who do you think's better?
I think it's 1-on-1, yo. I said Messi had, but Messi has
if you
like
had to pick one.
It's Messi because he had. It's like the real difference is just Messi's talent is like God gave it like that's just that's just
Messi,
like
Ronaldo seems like it was like dedication, hard work, and Messi seems like just naturally.
He's always been that good, bro. Like
I give you that. Yeah, Ronaldo every move seems super planned, super meticulous, super direct. Messi's
just talent personified, bro.
Yeah, like that. Like Ronaldo can do it, yo. He puts the time in the work, and we hear about his work ethic. But Messi really like he puts in the work ethic too. But you should know, like this nigga got the ball, and it was
something's gonna happen. Like I said, I think I'm gonna
be a superstar with this.
Who'd have thought in 2020 we'd have Tom Brady and Messi
leaving their respective
clubs, their ball clubs?
No, I would have never guessed. You could have put a band on this.
Who questionably have, besides yellow, same colors?
I don't know. I think how the Patriots really went out in that game.
It wasn't no 8-2.
Tom was like, damn, bro.
Honestly, though, that kind of was the equivalent of 8-2, yeah.
No, I won't say it was the equivalent. I think it was Tom's sign that this wasn't working out like he thought it was.
Yeah. No, because it wasn't Tom's fault why that happened.
No.
It was just the circumstance.
Like, he did fold. Though.
Even though from a score standpoint, it wasn't 8-2. It felt like 8-2. Like it felt like we had no shot.
The Patriots had been that helpless the whole season almost though.
Absolutely. Barcelona too.
Yeah, it was the same.
Yeah, it's like it was just accumulation.
It was definitely the same warning.
I think even if they had won, even if they went to the Super Bowl, I think Tom Brady's gone. I think he's tired. I think he was tired of having no receivers.
For sure.
No running game, really.
I think if they do a little better, he gives us some time. He signed maybe a 1-year deal.
He don't have much time.
He stamps he's going to play 3 more years. In his mind, he's got it.
I think he can play at least 2.
I got 2.
Why not 3? When you give him 3?
I got 2.
Nah, 2.
Why I think 2?
He's 40, 2? 43?
Hey, he's divided already.
Yeah, 42 more years.
Yeah.
1 year to realize he ain't got it. The second year, farewell tour.
And he would be 55, with like 10 more rings.
That'd be stupid.
Nah,
don't even add up.
He'll be backing up Mahomes.
So first, he's got to be Mahomes.
No, I'm saying he signs with Kansas City. This is their backup, just racking up rings and shit.
That'd be smart.
That would be the ultimate move, bro.
That's a power move.
Nah,
that would be the ultimate
move. Come to
move.
Baltimore. Be humble.
Messi, go to Juventus. Go to Baltimore.
I'm not gonna hold you. I think the chances of Baltimore winning a Super Bowl in the Patrick Mahomes era are small.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's a Mahomes injury away.
Yeah. We getting 1.
I mean, he get Hakeem Olajuwon it. You know what I'm saying? I can see that.
We getting
but I
1.
think we are looking at
no Jordan, no problem.
Yeah, I think we're looking at if Mahomes is healthy and Andy Reid's the coach.
I think
they are the favorites every year.
I think the Chiefs, and let's say it's the AFC Championship game for the next 3 years.
Oh, it's gonna be the Colts Patriots of our generation.
Okay, yeah. I think
Lamar is gonna be on that Peyton side.
I think. Look, even Peyton snuck one.
Yeah. he snuck one in
the Brady ACL year.
Yeah, he still got it.
He snuck one.
An injury away. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's not possible.
He got some later too.
He got with Denver. He was the better. He had the better team.
Did he get it or did the defense?
They had a better team.
Hey man,
it's a team game.
Hey man,
it's all about.
I'm saying, do you want that to be Lamar? I feel like you'd want Lamar to be.
I want Lamar to get one. Period.
You want Lamar in his what was Peyton 15th year? You want Lamar in his 15th year to win a Super Bowl?
Look,
he was.
Lamar said he gonna get us the Super Bowl
like 2011.
I ain't putting all that
against
pressure.
Cam. That was like 2017.
His first one.
No, that was 2016. Oh, you mean that first one?
Yeah.
That was like 2007.
Yeah, that was against the Seahawks.
Yeah, that wasn't no 15 years.
I thought you were talking about the second Super Bowl. I'm talking about you saying the first Super Bowl. Tom Brady got hurt that year.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
So it's I think Lamar can win a championship if Patrick Mahomes not in the league. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then if
I think the Ravens can beat the Chiefs in the AFC Championship game.
Look,
I think they can beat anybody else.
No.
Maybe you know what? If they have to face the Chiefs in any way, I don't see it because Patrick Mahomes is the only thing he doesn't do better than Lamar is run. Everything else a quarterback needs to have, Patrick Mahomes outclasses not just Lamar, everybody.
I think the Ravens have a better defense than the Chiefs, and
yes.
I think it's a team sport.
The offensive weapons are not even in the same league though.
So one's a running offense, one's a passing offense. I think
the offense,
the Ravens offensive line is better.
The passing of the offense,
the Ravens offensive line is better.
With
Travis
Kelce?
He's capping. I'm gonna just let you know right now. He's capping.
With Travis Kelce?
He's capping. The Ravens have better. Ravens don't have a receiving core.
Don't have the receivers. The running games, I'd say, are
Ravens.
I'd say the Ravens because of Lamar.
I say the Ravens because of their running backs.
Yeah.
I say the Ravens because of Lamar.
I just hope we don't.
I think it opens up their running backs because you have to account for this nigga running and your running backs running. I think that is a benefit. It makes them kind of look better than they actually
Ingram,
are.
They just got.
I like Ingram. I don't think he's that much better than Williams. I don't think he's that much better than
that was
Williams.
a steal.
I think Williams.
I think he has a better history, but there's a reason why the Saints let him go. The Saints let him go because Alvin Kamara is obviously a lot better than
Damian Williams was on the Dolphins before he was on the Chiefs.
Yeah, and he had a great season this year.
He got dropped by the Dolphins. They were so
confident that they were like, okay, we can get rid of Kareem Hunt and develop this nigga into what he needs to be.
He got dropped by the Dolphins.
And he was a catalyst for their Super Bowl run.
Generally only good because he was on the Chiefs. Yeah. Believe that.
He was great. He had a good season.
Niggas.
I'm not saying that I'm not saying the Chiefs have a better running
There's
game.
a reason why
I'm saying they're not a trash running team.
I'm telling the Ravens running backs are better than the Chiefs running back. There's a reason they have to drive.
I'm not going to disagree with that. I'm not disagreeing with that.
They have to drive Edwards.
I'm saying it's not this far gap.
No, it's not.
It's a far gap with Lamar.
The Ravens.
It's a far gap with Lamar.
The Ravens offensive line is better.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
I think it's just the receiving core that's better for the Chiefs. I think the Ravens could beat the Chiefs.
But I'm saying the receiving core being great wouldn't matter if the quarterback is Case Keenum. The fact that you have the best receiving core in the league and you have the best quarterback in the league, that's almost unbeatable.
Almost.
I mean, I think our defense
like they
can handle
literally,
it. That's why we got
Campbell. Them
Campbell
in games. Like they were down in every single playoff game they played.
That's facts.
And they came back in every one of them.
I think the Ravens
because they have the best receiving core in the league, and their defense is very timely.
The Ravens are the team built to do it.
The Ravens haven't shown me anything in the playoffs. Not one thing. In 2 straight years.
They're going to be there. They're going to be going there for a while.
Well, yo, he said he going to get us one. So
it's a learning process.
We taking our time.
Lamar,
like, look, hold on.
Lamar will get better.
Okay, look, it's the same way.
But I think Patrick Mahomes is going to get better too. And that's going to be, Patrick Mahomes and him are so entwined.
Who's closer to the ceiling?
But you got to look back at how,
neither.
How
they both have
in the Baltimore.
Close to the ceiling, Lamar.
You think Lamar's closer to his ceiling?
Yeah, I think
Lamar can improve so much more as a passer. I think this is Pat.
Bro,
I mean,
we've
seen players who are like Aaron Rodgers was amazing in his first Super Bowl run, and then he got even better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that Patrick Mahomes is only going to get better because he wasn't perfect this season.
No.
He can only get better.
I
think Lamar is going to get even better as well. I just think that there is a cap to Lamar because I don't think he's as naturally a gifted passer as Patrick Mahomes.
Oh no, he's getting there.
Which is honestly not saying much because Patrick Mahomes is to me the best passer I've ever seen.
I don't know about ever.
I don't know about that.
I've seen Patrick Mahomes make passes I've never seen a quarterback make. I've never seen a quarterback make a pass like this ever.
What, flick it?
Like literally like that.
I've seen it.
Never seen it.
Brett Favre does it all the time. Underhand
close,
flick.
not far.
He's not from the distance.
That's what I'm saying.
That's an arm talent thing.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like from a talent, it's like Messi, Ronaldo. I think Lamar has worked to become as good as he is. He's worked super hard.
He's been like that since like high school.
He had his passing skill. He was not like.
I think Mahomes is the best natural.
In college and first year, he was not like this.
Nah, not at all. It's not his first year.
He has gotten a lot better through hard work. I respect him tons. I wish him all the best. Patrick Mahomes is a naturally
Let me say this.
passer.
Mahomes is probably the best natural passer of the ball I've ever seen. I think there's better quarterbacks like historically that have thrown the ball.
I think just from an accomplishment standpoint, yes. But I can't sit here and tell you that prime Tom Brady is better than Mahomes.
I think Peyton's a better thrower of the football than Tom Brady was, if being honest.
Yeah, I give you. Yeah, of course. I'd say regular season though, not playoffs. Not playoffs. Playoffs, he literally wasn't
flat out quarterback. Just better
throwing
the ball was Peyton.
What I'm saying is, Peyton is because neither of them could run like Pat either. That's another thing. It's like Pat literally can put it on the ground and run as well. Neither of them could do that.
I'm saying throwing the football, bro.
You said overall quarterback.
I literally because I started this with Mahomes has the best arm talent I've ever seen naturally. I'm saying the best person I've ever seen just throw a football just accurately, all that Peyton.
Okay. I disagree, but I think Aaron Rodgers is better in terms of just throwing the football.
He's probably one.
I'd say Aaron Rodgers.
I think Russell's more accurate.
Aaron Rodgers.
Russell Wilson is more accurate than Aaron Rodgers. I'm saying that right now.
Overall in career, no.
Yes.
No. I think there have been years. I respect Russell
Wilson. If we talking throws,
there have been years where I would say he's had a better year than Aaron Rodgers throwing the football.
Yeah.
I'm not giving whole career.
If we're talking,
I remember those early years. I remember the first 4 or 5 years of Russell's career.
If we're talking,
he was not on that. He was not on that wave.
Ooh.
Would you give me this? He's developed into this.
He's gotten better.
More than he was that initially.
I will say because I know Russell's career is not near done at all, and from what I've seen him do, I think he'll surpass Aaron. But I'll see what you say. If we look at the resume, Aaron's got a larger resume.
He got more
first 5 years of Russell versus first 5 years of Aaron
came into the league.
Aaron Rodgers missed the playoffs. Russell's never done that.
Wait. Are you serious?
Russell's never missed playoffs in his career.
Really?
Not once.
No, but the
Not
Seahawks.
once.
I mean, that's impressive. Look, Russell.
Bro,
Russell Wilson was
been there too, yo.
Russell Wilson was my pick for MVP. I have all respect.
No,
for this
I'll
nigga.
say Russell.
I just don't think that you can compare his career to Aaron Rodgers and he comes out on top over Aaron Rodgers. They have the same amount of Super Bowls.
Career.
Aaron Rodgers has 2 MVPs.
Career wise. we're talking just more accurate quarterback. Russell's made throws Aaron hasn't made.
And Aaron's made throws that Russell's never made. Aaron throws the best Hail Mary I've ever seen.
The Hail Mary is that cheat. That's the you do that in. That's
he throws it at the highest efficiency. Though. At that point, it's not luck.
In my opinion,
he literally is.
I was saying it's that cheat in this argument. I was saying that's the only thing I could put him over Russell wise. Russell has made back shoulder throws, sideline throws, all that. I'm saying Russell is better at it.
Aaron Rodgers made some crazy throws.
Russell is better at it, bro. I'm telling you right now.
I don't know.
Look, we can start a poll. Who do you think's more accurate, Russell or Aaron, bro? Put it out there.
Yeah, we can do that. I think it's close. I would give you it's close. I think it's very close.
It's 51-49%.
Because I'm not gonna be mad at any because I fucking love Russell Wilson as a player, man.
Sure.
Like he had to me he was MVP.
Nah, but back to this.
I think Lamar
we're
getting had such a front running season. It almost was like a LeBron. You remember when LeBron was winning those early MVPs? Sure. Where his team in the regular season was just rolling over niggas because LeBron was just so great. Yeah. That's what Lamar was looking like. He was just rolling over teams, just dominating them.
I think
playing super impressive. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we beat a lot of good teams. The only team
I'm not discrediting. I'm saying
in Seattle.
I'm saying you guys are blowing them out. And to me, Patriots? Like that was tough.
That was a tough game.
Crazy. Like it was tough that they were blowing them out, right?
They didn't blow out everybody.
They blow out a lot of teams though, especially on that 10-game run.
I think it was more earlier than
that 10-game run.
I always said the problem with it was that they took those 2 weeks off, and that's what like made everything like because that slowed down the momentum. But I think it's also the game. Like blowing somebody out is different from winning a close game. It takes a different level. Bro,
of
we didn't even have.
I think Russell
we didn't
Wilson,
even have the starters in the last game.
Russell Wilson, I don't think won by more than 7 points in this game.
We didn't even have this. We didn't even have the starters in the last game.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Like they were taking times
They definitely
off.
set you up to succeed. But I just think the Seahawks, like how they were playing all season. These close ass games.
Exactly.
So Russell Wilson has to lead these niggas back in every single game. I didn't see Lamar do that all season.
Nah, he did that. He did that versus Seattle.
Yeah.
That's the one. You're right. He did do that one. I forgot about that.
Seattle. There's probably another one, but I'm not thinking about it right now. Now, y'all getting me off my original statement. I think Lamar has a higher ceiling because I think the only thing Pat can improve in is decision making and accuracy, whereas Lamar can improve in arm strength, arm accuracy, decision making itself. I'm gonna say reading his whole reads, all of that, bro. He's got so much to improve in. Versus Pat, this is Pat, in my opinion. I think we've seen what Pat is doing is what we're going to see from Pat. I'm not saying Pat's
he's gonna get better.
If he does, he's got me because what we see now.
I'm saying like I can't say Lamar is going. I can't say Lamar's gonna improve so much more than Pat. I think Pat can improve in different ways.
This is,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think Lamar has to be the only person getting better and Pat's just going to be stagnant. I don't see that.
I don't think Pat's going to, decrease in talent any
Not decrease, but I'm saying he's going to be increasing.
He can't get a stronger arm, in my opinion.
Not stronger arm.
He can't throw the ball any deeper.
I don't think his decision making is all great.
I just said that. Yeah, his decision making and his accuracy. That's it, though. I can't think of anything else he can get better.
And Lamar has a lot more areas where he can get
and that's
better.
Why I think Lamar...
But I'm saying there's no guarantee he's going to get there. There's no guarantee Pat's going to get there.
It's a ceiling.
I'm saying if I have the trajectory right now,
he's going to get it.
I'm sorry?
The team is built around him. He's going to get it.
Like I said, it's a ceiling thing.
Guarantee. I've seen players have the team built around them and it doesn't work out. I'm not saying it's not going to work out for Lamar. I'm saying I'm not going to book it like it's going to happen. I have to see it.
What more defensive teams?
I've seen good things from him, of course.
Pat is already there. That's why the ceiling isn't that large. It's here. He's already pretty much at it. I think Lamar has a much more space to grow, larger, you feel me, ceiling space happening there. But that's just really me talking. I think think
Lamar's game, I understand what you're saying in terms of it's going to be a higher trajectory based on what he doesn't do as well right now.
And he's already got the legs like we've never seen.
Yeah, and I think that's very possible. I can throw be devil's advocate and say he could get injured and he's not going to be running the same way, which takes a part of his game away.
Oh, well, that's
anything can happen.
I mean, he can still throw.
I'm saying, like, if I'm looking at
that game we lost because of drop passes. Those were good ass.
He got an arm, bro. It's not like
y'all lost because they were the better team.
No, bro. Yo,
you don't beat the Patriots the week before, and then you beat the Ravens, and you are not a good football team.
I think Derrick Henry.
I had when I was working at the restaurant, we had a Titans fan all year. All year, this nigga's like, this is our year. We're going to at least the championship game. At least all year saying this. Slept on him the whole time.
I believe it.
Till they beat the Patriots. And I was like, oh,
they're onto something.
The way they're built is kind of, and it, from based on the Ravens, wasn't a good matchup for the Ravens.
I think the Titans defense showed up.
The Titans defense was
strapped.
Yeah, it
absolutely
was,
strapped.
It was so strapped.
All them drop passes.
It didn't help.
And Lamar made a ton of mistakes.
Y'all couldn't get Derrick Henry off the field.
Which I'm sorry, I can't base Lamar gonna be this. I haven't seen him play well in the playoff game.
I didn't like that they didn't do the run game though.
Like, what playoff game have we seen Lamar really shine in? And that's really when we see these players for who they are in the playoffs.
I haven't seen it. He's got 3,
yet.
doesn't he? He's got 3 or 2 career playoff games.
He has 2 playoff games, losses in both. Kind of disappointing showings in both.
Look,
it wasn't like he balled out in both of them. He had one of the all-time worst in the second half, and then he kind of made it up in the first game against Chargers.
I'll let him get a 3rd game under his belt before I start calling
him. But I'm just saying, compared to Pat, who first year went to the conference game.
That happened.
Second year won a Super Bowl.
He was injured.
His trajectory is like, why am I going to assume he's going to get worse? Each year he's literally gotten even better than before.
He's there, bro. And we literally just went back over this. Like, he can't get a stronger arm. Right. The only thing we know he can improve in is decision making and motherfucking accuracy in itself. If he improves those, he's going to get better. It's not saying he's not going to get better. I'm saying even that better is not far from where he's at now.
I just think there's no way I will ever put Lamar from a passing perspective with. I don't think that will ever happen.
I don't think it'll happen. I think as an overall player, Lamar can do it.
I don't think Lamar is going to be running the same way in the next 3 to 4 years.
We'll only have to see. I don't see why he wouldn't.
Every archetype for how he plays has not worked out from a running perspective. Now, he's the best in terms of he's a better passer. I know, but he's a better passer than Colin Kaepernick. Colin Kaepernick stopped running, so that kind of ended his career basically. Obviously, the social shit, all the fucking
he kind of did it to himself, but nonetheless.
But even with that, his team went like 2-14 when that year. The last year of his career.
I don't think it was that bad.
It was pretty bad.
It wasn't good. I know that.
It was pretty bad. I kind of want to look it up.
All right, go ahead.
That jump was,
like I said, I think the way Lamar runs, he's probably one of the more smarter scrambling quarterbacks we have. And we don't. And if you're paying attention, Lamar's not really trying to run. He's trying to throw darts.
It's all like he's trying to pass, and the running is
a second option.
It's a supplementary thing.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, at some point, all quarterbacks who run at some point
gotta stop
rising up. It happens. You can't name me an example where that hasn't happened.
I don't think we've ever seen anything like Lamar before, besides Vic.
Michael Vick,
and he went to jail. He went to jail. He didn't stop.
He stopped, and when he came back, he stopped doing that because he literally said in interviews, "I couldn't do it anymore."
That's true.
We've not seen a single player their whole career do that. Now, if he gets better from a passing perspective, it won't matter.
It's a different game now.
It's true. Like I said, the whole career is a
different game, but we've never seen a situation where keeping
Lamar won't stay this fast his whole career. That's that simple. So I think
that's what I'm saying. Like, he's gonna have to get better as a passer.
To
stay at the all. He's always gonna be all pro. He's always gonna be. He's talented enough to be all pro.
If Lamar,
regardless whether he runs or not,
if Lamar gets this passing up. At the same time that his legs still work, let's say his legs are gonna be good for the next 5, 6, 7 years.
And I'm saying Pat's gonna stay what he is. Let's say he stays what he is for his whole career.
That's for sure.
When can Lamar ever pass him in that case? Because his legs are not he's not gonna get better as a runner. Lamar? He's only going to get worse as a runner.
I think you're not paying attention.
As a runner?
Yes.
As a runner, he's already the best running quarterback of all time. Right now. He's going to stay the best running quarterback.
He knows what I'm talking about. The offense last year.
Based on what he's lost in the playoffs because he couldn't depend on his running in both games.
I think he lost on the playoffs.
What proof do y'all have that that's going to work out?
He lost in the playoffs, in my opinion, because they focus on stuffing the run at all costs. They forced him to throw that ball.
It's a recipe that's worked 2 years in a row. What makes you... Why would... if you try something First time it's like, okay, if you try it again, it's kind of like you're insane. You have to change your game.
Ian said it loud and clear. They had a lot of drops, man. Better receivers make it happen.
Yeah, bro.
The drops weren't the reason why they lost the game. Did you watch the whole game?
I think the reason they lost the game.
They lost because of Henry.
That first half,
and they couldn't. Lamar had an awful game from a passing perspective, just like in terms of,
it was like the first half they were more focused on throwing the ball, and then when they saw that they were running the same running game that we had all year was happening to us, they just started. We was like, oh shit, we should have been running it just like them. And I was like, wow. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure they game plan for Lamar to throw the ball more.
Is they tried to go off one game plan, didn't work. Tried to adjust, it didn't work. That's what happens.
Yeah.
So I'll say this.
When Lamar goes against those elite defenses, he cannot rely on the same tricks that he relied on in the regular season.
The Titans
you have 2 weeks. It's different from the regular season when a team has 2 weeks to prepare for you.
It's 2 different game plans, though, when you running.
But it's happened 2 years in a row.
No, it's like 2 different game plans when you're more focused on the run game than you're more focused on, the passing game. Cause I feel like when Lamar says he's gonna pass the ball, they know they're gonna pass it. So niggas get open. And when they plan for that, no one was some of the drops were on 3rd and 7. So
it was crucial drops.
It was crucial. So they would, and then when they would come and march up the field the same day, we should have been running it more. And then boom, now we were down 14. I was like, what? When it went 14-0, I was like, yo, this I don't know.
I got you.
I don't know. And then it went to 21, and I was 21-3. I was like, okay, so we're gonna try to switch back. No,
it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
Look, we gotta move. We gotta move on to our third topic. We can each have our final thoughts. My final thoughts is because this wasn't even our topic.
It was Messi.
It was Messi.
Yeah.
Messi was the topic. It's funny, but that's how it be on the Rando Convo. Yeah, it's a Rando Convo for a reason. But overall, for me, I've seen Pat show me what he can do.
That's true.
I have not seen Lamar shown me. He's shown me glimpses of an all-time great player. I have not seen it in totality like I've seen it from Pat. I've only seen Pat get better every single, from year 1 or year 2 technically, from year 2 to year 3, year 1 MVP, year 2.
It's the same for Lamar.
Super Bowl MVP.
Because Pat didn't even play his rookie year.
He was on the bench the whole time.
The whole time.
Yeah.
Like I said.
I mean, that happened to a lot of
No, it's the first year playing. Like I said, I think Lamar was on that path till the Ravens put him in halfway through the season, and he went from there. So
Lamar's been nothing. And look, I'm only critiquing Lamar against literally the best prospect I've ever seen.
I think you gotta give him a little more credit.
If I critique him against everybody else in the league, he comes out. I'm on his side in every other debate. And maybe besides Russell Wilson from a playoffs.
Lamar got a chip on his shoulder.
I'd say the only 2 quarterbacks that rival him right now to me are maybe 3. Because I got to put Tom Brady just off experience.
I think you're holding that first playoff L a little harsh against him because it was his first year in the league and he just got the start.
I'm not holding it against. I'm not holding it against
for a reason.
I'm not holding it against him as much as I'm saying. If I'm comparing him to Patrick Mahomes, who literally went to the conference game and the Super Bowl in his first 2 years
starting, yeah.
And then you have compare him to Lamar, who lost in the first game he played in both years. I'm sorry. You have to make that comparison. You can't ignore that. The playoffs matter. The regular season's great.
They do
matter. The regular season's great. That's all we've seen Lamar do. In the playoffs, he's been figured out to this point. Now, will that happen in the future? We have to see. I'm just basing it off of you're basing it off of I'm basing it off of what I've seen so far.
But that's also the defense too, though.
We can make excuses for all this. The
Lamar.
Chiefs would have been in the Super Bowl if the refs didn't blow the whistle off a Tom Brady interception. You know what I'm saying? We can do these ifs and what ifs all the time. It don't matter
so much. Nonetheless, all right, this is my situation. I think, like I said, I think you're basing that first season for Lamar a little harshly, but that's just my opinion.
I'm just comparing him to
Pat definitely has proven it in the playoffs, and that's your biggest argument. Lamar last year ran into the Titans, folded. It happened. I think Lamar, once he really does improve at that passer, that what happened versus the Titans won't be able to happen because I think the Titans came in with the mindset is you're not running this ball whether you want to or not. And the Ravens had to turn to the pass sooner than they wanted to, and that's not Lamar.
I guess what I'll say about that game, I don't blame Lamar for the loss. I ultimately blame their coaching.
Really? I blame the defense for not being able to tackle Derrick.
Well, that's associated with coaching to me.
Right.
Like a defensive mindset. I blame that on coaching. I don't blame them losing on Lamar. Lamar didn't help them win.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't blame him for the loss. He didn't. I would not say he choked.
Got you.
I would not say he choked.
Just folded.
Yes. We talked about that earlier. Yeah. I would not say he choked. No, right, he did not choke. He just lost to a better team.
We get into this next topic. We're gonna see it forever.
I want to get Ian's last thoughts on it.
What, on the Lamar?
Patrick Mahomes? Saying the same thing for like 3 years. It was the drops. It was the drops.
So it's just the drops. Lamar be a 2-time champion.
If Lamar, I'll tell you right now though. Get Lamar, the Chiefs receiving core.
If we had a guy on the first down,
that's an interesting argument.
Watch.
That'd be very interesting.
Kelsey,
I don't know if it would work with the the rushing core.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how much of a fit it would be. But I'd be damn interested.
Tyreek Hill can't be hot and can't be caught, and Travis Kelce is the best receiving tight end.
I mean, the best case scenario would be if you could take Ingram and Jackson and just move them to
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Nah, but I like the Ravens offensive line.
I do. I mean, I do too. But if you get all the offensive weapons in addition to having the running game,
I think the line's more important. You think?
The line's always important.
I think, especially for
but I don't think the Chiefs line is awful. I think it's middle. It's middle of the road.
It's not built for what the Ravens do. That's for sure.
Fair enough. I think from a run blocking perspective,
for sure,
you're absolutely right. Yeah.
Nice.
Hollywood Brown about to turn up.
I think it's going.
I wish we got AB, but
look, you might just. He's still free agent.
Do you really want AB?
Yes.
Yo, Hollywood Brown.
He's either gonna make y'all 16-0 or destroy y'all team.
You've seen what AB can do, right?
AB can come in.
No. He has not kind of messed up the Patriots season last year.
No.
Like he kind of did.
He would have saved us. He made it.
He wouldn't have saved us. I said
I said he would have. Let's calm down for a second.
Okay, I think he wouldn't.
I think him leaving highlighted how badly we needed him. I don't think he ruined anything. I think he made it quite obvious.
That's an interesting way to put that. I disagree, but I see what you're saying.
He definitely did do it. He got here, got kicked off, and we're like, shit.
It was like almost an avalanche.
He got two touchdown passes.
He was the start of
that was a great opening game.
One game for Brady. One game with Brady, he had 2 touchdown passes.
It kind of put this false hope that we were okay, because at that point it was like, okay, we have Tom Brady, we have AB, we have Edelman.
Who was gonna make it work?
It looked like a great receiving core,
gonna make it work.
And it slowly turned into nothing.
It was always nothing because we didn't start. No.
When it was AB,
we didn't start with.
No, you know why AB was so crucial to it though? Because Edelman being the primary receiver at that stage
didn't work.
No. If you have Edelman as the secondary receiver,
that's a
completely different ballgame.
We didn't start the season with AB.
We didn't.
That's why I'm saying we were always trash.
We weren't trash though. We started 3-0.
We didn't have a receiving core. We started 3-0 because of our opponents.
No, we started like 8-0.
No, we actually did have a good record.
Yeah,
I think we're undefeated versus the Ravens, right? I think it was 2 undefeated teams. It might have been. We lost one game.
We lost to the Ravens. I think the Ravens were our first loss.
I believe our schedule was very.
It was very easy. It was very kind. It was very kind.
When we played the Texans, we played the Ravens, we played all the big teams. We folded. Chiefs too, folded.
Absolutely.
And genuinely,
if we had AB, I don't know if it goes. Like
I don't know if it does.
I don't know if
but
it
I'll
goes
tell you
like
right
that.
there, our receiving core was always that bad. We were just better than.
No, what I'm saying is, if you add AB, not only is AB OD, obviously.
No, you're saying
also everybody else
I'm going back
naturally
to
is gonna get better.
You said AB ruined our season. I'm saying nah, bro. We were already fucked.
I think that if you're making the argument that we were fucked to start the season, yeah, because AB wasn't signed. I'm saying once he signed and then that drama happened and then we had to let him go, it was like, and then people start getting injured. It's like, I think that was the start of the avalanche.
You're blaming him for a problem that was already there.
Fair enough.
That's all I have to say.
Fair enough. But man,
well, next topic, bro. We're gonna see it forever. People think this was a sports podcast or some shit.
Yo, who has the better career so far? Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson. We need to know.
I didn't make that argument. I said accurate passer.
All right, Nana, you say the poll then.
Is Russell Wilson a more accurate passer than Aaron Rodgers? Yes or no?
That's the poll.
Thank you.
All right.
Fuck ass.
Third topic.
Try to stick my words.
I need to call you by your nickname.
No, you don't. Because y'all create these nicknames. These aren't my nicknames.
So
these are y'all.
We get into the third
these are y'all nicknames for me.
Imagine you're at the circus.
No, don't imagine this. This is a waste of time.
Imagine you're at the circus. You see the elephants. You see the clowns.
Getting insulted by a fearless Scooter McGruger. This is
You
ridiculous.
see the little people. You see the big people. And then you see Nana the dick. Man, Nana. I don't know, man. Nana is the best at making people feel worse about themselves.
I don't even think that's a real talent, but whatever.
I think it's a talent. I think you should embrace it. We should, if we ever make some t-shirts.
Don't make a t-shirt called Nana the Dick, bro. I pray for you.
Anyways, unfortunately, speaking of that, let's get into this next topic.
How is that a segue?
I don't know. Anyways, there's been a rise.
Ain't it?
I wouldn't even know if I call this a social media platform. I guess it is. I don't know what I call it. So we're talking about OnlyFans.
Can porn websites be social media websites?
We're talking about OnlyFans.
I feel like Twitter has porn on it. It's still social media.
I mean, yeah, but Twitter's... that's not the reason why people go on Twitter.
It wasn't the reason people went on OnlyFans all the time.
Now it is. Twitter, I don't think people go on Twitter and say, I need some porn. Like, it just pops up on your timeline. It's like, okay.
Not everything on OnlyFans is porn.
I'd say the vast majority of it.
That's a great way to put that.
Yeah, the vast majority.
Just because, people want it.
Hey.
Now, I guess my question is...
why are y'all paying for this?
Yeah. Do y'all know anybody that actually pays for this
I
stuff?
don't think anyone's walking around admitting that they paying, but people is paying. People is definitely paying.
That's real. Hit the button. Hit the button for me.
Which one?
Oh, this is going to take forever.
The arrow horn.
What, this one?
Come on, dude.
Yeah,
oh my God. Like you mean it.
It was soft too, yeah.
Like you mean it. There we go.
There we go.
Oh my God. Stop. Relax.
You'll get used to it. You'll get used to it. But
it took 8 years.
I obviously no one will admit it.
Not a lot of people will.
I just don't see the appeal because just
porn is free.
That's the main thing. I don't think.
Before we go on to this, I am not knocking nobody's hustle. Someone's willing to pay you to do something.
You talking about the performers?
Yeah, go ahead and do it. Go ahead.
All power to y'all, men, female, whoever.
Go ahead, get your
if you getting your money, if you getting simps to give you money monthly, more power to you.
I just don't get why y'all.
I have a problem with the simps.
I feel like niggas, hear me out. It's like monthly fees, like most things are nowadays. Niggas is making bread to the point where that don't hurt.
I feel like,
but there are niggas that it does hurt, and they still do.
Hey, I can't help those niggas.
They
That's
be like,
guard.
yo, my Netflix getting cut off, but I gotta have this OnlyFans though. Like, yo, like your priorities are super off.
Anyone listening to this,
they probably got that unemployment, bro.
That unemployment bread.
The government's paying for OnlyFans.
That's a shade. Look, anyone sitting here,
$30 out of that $600. Yo, I know someone was like, fuck it, bro.
Anyone sitting here making that decision, listening to us and thinking, is it OnlyFans or is it Netflix? You have a problem. Seek help. Stop watching porn.
I really don't understand the mindset. I don't get it.
I will say,
porn has been free
since
I've grown up.
It's the word exclusive. OnlyFans is supposed to have exclusive content. Content you can't get. We can find the same porn video on 8, 12, 15 porn sites.
But when I'm on Reddit, for example, I'll see like OnlyFans links.
I'm not saying it's not out there.
And I'm like,
the word is exclusive. People
are sharing.
You're supposed to only find it. That's supposed to be the site. I'll wait up and just find the OnlyFans video. It don't take a lot of time. You can genuinely.
What does the site even look like?
I mean,
I've never even thought.
Thing's got a white background. Go ahead, go to OnlyFans. It's got a white background, doesn't it? It's a pretty chill website. Actually, it's not that deep, but that's until you start subscribing.
All it took was 3 letters, and Google was like, "Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about."
Nigga, because it's getting searched. No questions asked. Yeah, white background. I knew it. I know it wasn't tripping. I know my porn.
Sign up. So I guess this is where we stop.
Nah, find someone else's OnlyFans page. Find Bella. What's her name?
Don't you have to be logged in?
Nah, just literally type in OnlyFans page. What's the chick from that made $2 million in 2 days? Bella something, ain't it?
Yeah, Bella Thorne.
Bella Thorne. Yeah, find her OnlyFans page. Sure, she made $2 million in 2 days.
Yeah, shouts out to her. It's a capitalist society. Shouts out.
No, yet again, shout outs to her. Who the fuck is paying for this shit, bro?
I want to know who just was like, here's
today's the day.
Here's $50,000.
Hey, bro, if you got money, spend it. There's a reason why y'all doing what y'all doing.
I don't think this is the Bella we were talking about.
Different OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Scroll down. Let's figure it out.
I don't think Bella has like
Maybe she be doing things on the low.
I don't know. I don't like it.
Scroll down, bro.
I don't like it. I can't see nothing.
Yeah, because you ain't subscribed. Pay.
Well,
Nah, it's not Bella. It's like 12 likes.
it's just Bella.
Oh, nah, different one. Either way, that's the OnlyFans page.
Did she take it off?
I hope not.
I mean, she's saying, I'm sorry. Bella Thorne apologizes to OnlyFans users.
For taking all their money or for what?
She made like $2 million.
$2 million, bro. I'm taking all that and I'm running. You can get my apologies in my dreams. Fuck that.
I mean, yeah, like you all said, I have no problem with these men, females making money off this shit.
Bro,
like if somebody's willing to pay you,
I will say I will never tell another man or woman or they what to do with their money. So go ahead. If you feel like throwing $100, $200 on someone's essentially live porn stream or whatever they doing on it. I think Cardi B doesn't even do anything pornographic. She just be having an OnlyFans account.
I would just do stuff on there. Like I feel like,
boy, your eyes is not open. All right, now you good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wouldn't do nothing.
Yeah, I wouldn't do nothing. What would you do on your OnlyFans account, Ian? Go ahead, tell them.
I feel like there should be something like something cool, like just something.
Ian would do what you could do on Twitch, but just on OnlyFans.
Yeah, that's a Twitch channel. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but like
I'm saying, why is somebody paying? I'm not saying you shouldn't start that. Why is somebody paying?
Why not? Niggas got money,
bro.
I don't think it's. I feel like it's people who are desperate, yo.
It's a why not.
Look, something simple. Look.
I feel like in some cases,
every week I bake like a pie, and like I use a different flavor.
If I watch you bake a pie, like, for $45 a month.
No,
I need something better to do with my life.
Like you couldn't watch like some series on Netflix.
YouTube got the juice for the free. YouTube just make you watch an ad.
And then
Twitch don't even have ads like that. Like. And Twitch is literally live. It's literally the same thing as OnlyFans.
Go ahead. What else you gonna do besides bake pies, Ian?
All right,
that's it.
But see, now, like if you like take advantage of that side that everyone wants to do, you could do like nude like baking. Like people want that, yo. It sells.
All right, I'm not doubting it.
I was,
but like,
freaky deaky.
But or you can just keep
Lakers
it like
beat Trailblazers series over.
Didn't even need to see it.
131, 122.
Makes sense.
Go ahead, Pie Baker.
Breaking news, y'all.
Spoiler alert. I had to do it myself. The button's too far away. Go ahead.
Yeah. It's just, you just gotta try to bend the rules a little. I just feel like if like people like like the big people, the people that already have like celebrity status, like anybody gonna pay for that because they're desperate. Like their fans would pay for that.
Nigga.
Even if
Cardi B has an OnlyFans. I need $20 a month.
Even if they ain't doing shit on there, like
hell no. You know what else is on OnlyFans? You know how wandering works?
It's crazy. That part's crazy too. But I guess the main thing.
But how do you buy like 2 different people a month? Like that's a lot. That's a lot of money.
Niggas got it.
I was thinking about this question last night.
Go ahead. You was thinking deep, huh?
Yeah, I was.
Go ahead.
Do you think that pimps are looking at OnlyFans?
They going fuck my money?
They're
yes.
I'm like
pimps.
I feel like that is, if I were a pimp,
sick right now.
That's like easy. Yo,
they need to get on the internet.
How much they paying to have subscribe to you?
Is someone
like you got 5 girls, each of them have OnlyFans.
Now that you bring it, I feel like someone is out there pimping OnlyFans, bro. There's a dude getting.
I feel like you're like it's a business opportunity lost if you're not doing.
Someone's genuinely got a bunch of webcams set up in a bunch of other people's homes, and it's telling them dance.
Yeah,
make it work.
Type shit. Get a slap if you don't.
Getting a
all, like. And look, obviously, that's not the majority of people on OnlyFans.
But
I've been thinking, I'm like, how many people, like, we have a human trafficking problem.
For sure.
I'm like, this seems recipe to abuse that. You know what I'm saying? Like, people just putting these people on cameras.
I would hope someone would be able to tell.
Don't act like you don't want to be in human trafficking.
I'm sure that's the thing, and it's a damn shame. One, I'm hoping someone would be like, she doesn't look too happy. Should I report this channel? I'm hoping someone would notice, but niggas is thinking different.
Like, you ain't looking happy enough.
Oh god,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
cut it off right now.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Obviously, that's not the widespread thing, and that shouldn't be. I feel like more people often than not are just their own entrepreneurs.
What's the clock at for this?
I think we're at like 2 right now.
Good God, bro, we can skip the other topics. What is it? What we're watching and what we're listening to?
I mean, this is our last topic.
Oh, bro, we gotta end this.
How many topics you think we have, nigga?
Nigga, I thought we had something else. I'm not gonna cap, but that's because I thought we were gonna do more on the Black Panther nigga, Chad.
No.
We said, we kept that out.
Let's be real, like we said before. Shouts out his family.
R.I.P. to
Wakanda forever. Boseman forever, whatever you want to say. But overall, just going back to OnlyFans, end it here. I support the people who make OnlyFans accounts. And
you don't support simp activity.
I guess I can't relate to it in any way.
I can't tell nobody.
Like, that lifestyle is so, like, just, what? Like, what are you getting out of this? You can, like, I feel like somebody could explain it to me, like, what they get out of it. And I'll be sitting there just still lost.
It's like, that exclusive part. That part where you're not supposed to be able to get this anywhere else.
You're explaining it.
That's the
You're
rush.
explaining it.
That's it. That's
really
rush.
it, though.
No, you're explaining it. I'm like,
that don't make no sense to you.
Like, at all.
Like the fact that it's exclusive.
You know what's exclusive? Sex is exclusive.
Hey,
that's pretty exclusive.
People,
you know
what I'm saying? I'm just like, people like they used
I don't see what this is.
Would you not say today it's the day of the internet, bro? Motherfuckers is making action through the internet.
Of course.
People don't talk to actual people no more. We talk to OnlyFans accounts.
Man,
we talk to pre-recorded videos.
It's a modern day Sodom and Gomorrah. Just like it's an abomination.
This is our day and age.
Lord,
this is
the Lord's about to just strike down the internet.
I hope not. I'm trying to get my OnlyFans game up.
I'm trying to get this podcast up, nigga.
Nigga, you not wrong. We doing numbers. Shout out to everybody listening.
Yeah, shouts out anybody listening to this shit.
Let's go. We're gonna be here forever.
I mean, you ain't wrong. We're on track. How we usually.
It's a shame.
Like, honestly, we're on track to how we usually.
I'm trying to get this under 2 hours. I'm really trying to tell y'all. People.
Last week was 2 hours and 20. So
what's the 20? I thought it was 30.
No, I think it was 20. But what are you watching, bro?
What are we watching?
What are you watching?
Yeah, what you watching, bro?
Like, you look past the train like. This guy is none of the dick, bro.
Hey, bro, it's only to them. Everybody else to watch. I can't think of nobody who don't like me.
New episode of Firehouse.
Hey, Fire Force. I don't know why you said Firehouse, but hey, Fire Force, where it's at? Nick, get on the way, bro. This show's like that.
I'm also watching this old show.
I can relate to that statement. It's on the list.
And yeah.
What's it called?
Blood Plus.
What's that?
It's like an old, like...
I think we looked it up because I thought he was talking about something else different.
Blood Plus?
Yeah.
What's it on? Netflix?
The streets.
Yeah,
the streets.
It's one of those.
It's an old anime, isn't it?
It's one of those.
It's an older anime.
Okay.
You want to find that shit. The streets.
Fair enough.
It's one of those.
That's why you watching. You playing anything? You playing anything video game wise?
FIFA. You getting that work.
FIFA. Okay. And
they still call me Mr. 90 Minute. If anyone's wondering, I'm doing the Aaron Rodgers belt celebration right now. Mr. 90 Minute.
Living up to his nickname, y'all.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Not the dick. That's not my nickname.
I love how you went along with it at first. Yeah, I love how you went.
I had to clarify. We're talking
You're
about.
Like, yeah, definitely.
Mr. 90 Minute was what I was referring to.
The dick? That's me.
That's not what I was. I had to clarify.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nick. All right. Yeah. What else you watching? You
said Dead by Daylight.
Dead by Daylight. You talking about that game? Is it the horror game that
it's cool.
got a lot of characters going on?
Yeah.
Good for you.
Different.
Tell the streets, bro.
It's different.
What's it like? Don't spoil it, because
like Nick does.
Yeah, apparently,
it's like just like how all your favorite characters, like, you know, the guy called the Shape, but you know it's Michael Myers, and like you gotta survive with the survivors, and if you're the killer, you have to hook them.
I'm not gonna hold you. You almost made me bust out. He said, "You gotta survive with the survivor."
Yeah. Yeah, man.
I'm the dick. I said you gonna call me the dick, huh? You sit there doing some real dick shit.
Nana's rubbing off on me. I'm sorry, y'all. That's what happens. That's your influences.
Hey, bro, I don't rub it on nobody. Apparently, I'm a dick.
But yeah, bro. I mean, that sounds tough. I've seen it in action. I've seen like video game like walkthroughs of it and shit.
Oh, true. I haven't seen the thing.
I might play it one day. It's on Nintendo Switch.
It's on the list.
It's on Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's on Nintendo Switch. So
that's a crazy game.
That's tough. All right. Oh, you done with what you watching? What you playing?
Yeah. Shit. You got it.
Here we go again, y'all. You already know.
Pull out the list.
Fire Force, baby. That's where it's at. If you're not caught up, you need to get caught up. If you Nick, you slacking. Same shit, different day. Got a high school. If you still ain't watched that, some people have told me I put them on. You're welcome. If you ain't get put on, you slacking. Got a high school. It's like that. It's only gonna be a 13 episode season. I think we're on like 8, 9 now. It's getting there. It's really getting there. Nonetheless, probably on 6, 7. Either way, I'm still watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. We're getting there. We're almost at the end of season 3. Fuck what you heard. We coming from Do. It's getting interesting. Like I said, anyone interested in watching JoJo's Bizarre Adventures, you should watch it. It's you gonna be preoccupied for a little bit. And yeah, I finished the more recent season of 7 Deadly Sins, season Wrath of God. I understand now why people don't like it. Animation poor. It gets a little romancy, and I don't even mind a romance anime. Like I can watch it. 7 Deadly Sins gets a little romancy in this last season. Definitely does. A little more than I was hoping for, that's for sure. Like I said, I don't mind a romance anime. I don't like a poorly written romance anime. It's got good plots to it. It's supposed to be 7 Deadly Sins niggas, fighting every goddamn episode shit. I'm not here for all the nonsense. But this season wasn't bad. I think a lot of plot holes got filled, and I'm here for the nonsense. If you don't watch 7 Deadly Sins, I don't really recommend it unless you just want to turn your brain off and just watch people fight.
Some people are so invested in it,
though. That's a story there, man.
Like, I'm invested in it. I just don't. I don't know.
There's a story in
I don't know if I want to put the time in.
I say if you started to finish it, it's kind of like Tokyo Ghoul.
I have a whole nother season. I have 2 seasons left.
Look, if you got time, go ahead. If you got something better to watch that something better. Trust.
So many on the list. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's I haven't gone too crazy. I still gotta watch the more recent My Hero movie. That's on my motherfucking laptop waiting to get watched.
You doing yourself a disservice.
I'm gonna watch it. Ain't nobody saying I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. I gotta watch Japan Sinks because Nick has set me up for failure yet again. But I'm gonna get Nick to watch something. You feel me? We're gonna figure this out.
We already decided.
What was it, Konosuba?
Yeah, I'm gonna watch Konosuba.
Hey, if you didn't watch Konosuba, you need
3 episodes. 3 episodes.
Go ahead, we'll do it. Do we have to get you to watch something?
Yeah, we need to.
We don't
discuss that. We don't discuss what he's gonna watch.
Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girls Senpai. That's a good watch.
So what we're gonna do is we each gonna watch 3 episodes of some shit. I'm gonna watch Konosuba.
And we're gonna come back and talk about it.
You watch Rascals. He gonna watch Japan Sinks.
Yeah.
We gonna talk about it
I'll
next
be
week.
the saddest nigga out here.
So I'll say my thoughts for Japan Sinks till next week.
Go ahead, handle yours. Good. I'm happy you did that.
Highly recommended.
But
highly recommended as far as just
I keep messing with this damn
Netflix anime.
That good, huh? Did you get past episode 2?
Yeah. I'm on episode 3.
All right, cool.
So highly recommended. We'll talk about it next week.
That's good. All right, but that's it from what I'm watching, what I've been playing. FIFA, you already know. Hit me up if you need to work. I'm actually about to get into the UFC wave. UFC 4 just dropped.
How do you feel about that game, bro?
UFC historically has always been fun for me till I get put on my back, and then I can't get off my back.
Game's better. I like the one. You remember? I think it was UFC
Undisputed.
Yep.
2010 to 20. I think 12 was a run, bro.
Those games were fun.
They were genuinely.
These games seem more like simulation, and it looks weird to me. I don't know what it is.
I'm gonna have to play UFC 4. I did play UFC 3.
I played them all. I played them all at different points in my life, and they all. The EA one specifically.
Really?
They all just seem weird.
Okay. I'm gonna have to give this one a try before I give it a but I'm about to get on the UFC jump.
If you get it, I'll cop it.
Really? I'm getting it. UFC 4.
I'm a cop it. But it's just, I don't know. It doesn't look realistic to me. In terms of like how they move.
Or
they look a little
not as fluid.
Robotic.
Alright, I can see that. Like, so I'm gonna give it a play. If it's worth the hype, if it's not, I'm anticipating it being a good game. I've heard good thing.
Got it.
So that's where we at what I'm playing, because you niggas know I don't play nothing but FIFA. And yeah, that's as simple as it sounds. That's what I've been watching.
All right, excellent, man. For me, this week has been interesting. For some reason, obviously I watched Japan Sinks. We'll get into that next week.
Go ahead.
What I've mostly been watching this week is Batman shit.
Just all over
slander.
No, Batman shit.
Batman shit.
Oh.
How did you hear slander?
Yeah, I was like, okay.
It's funny.
If you heard slander, you know.
I'm saying.
Maybe I worded it wrong. Maybe I said it like with the little like lisp after. That might have been why.
He convinced himself he said it wrong. I'm crying.
Maybe. It's so far removed from what I said. I must have said it kinda like,
how did I get this wrong?
I must have not said it like with the.
Hey, over here I heard it fine.
It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I've been on a Batman wave because, bruh, that fucking Batman trailer.
That did it for you? I haven't even seen it.
That was.
Are you ready?
Everything I've ever wanted in a Batman movie.
In a trailer?
In terms of like the vibe.
All right.
Just the vibe that they created with it was insane.
That's tough.
Because it kind of seems like not like a horror movie, but like just a super just like raw take on Batman. Which we have, because even when you look at like the, Batman, Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises, that was kind of raw, but it still was kind of like, okay, this nigga is just,
Monday. It was the typical Batman story.
Right, he puts the cowl on, puts the stupid voice on, all that.
The voice is a stupid dick. That's his Batman voice.
Now, if you watch any other Batman, then you see that shit. Like when he's saying, "I'm not worried." He sounds stupid. He sounds stupid as fuck.
He does not sound smart. I'll tell you that.
And I don't know. Those movies are cool. I love those movies. I love Dark Knight. This movie, how it looks, just vibe wise, it's like you have all the villains. It seems. I saw the Penguin, the Riddler's in it. See Catwoman.
Weird.
You have the mobster niggas. It looks. You have all these people. 1, 2. When you see like how you saw it, right, Ian?
Yeah.
It's like the violence that they portray is different from the other movies, because in the other movies it seemed like really choreographed. Like
isn't it all?
This one didn't seem it. The vibe it created was a little different, because it literally just showed like this one mobster's like, "Who are you supposed to be?" And Batman, no cap, punches this nigga at least 12 or 13 times. Gets him in the ground and pound.
What is it, JoJo?
Punches him 5 additional times.
Weird. This must be JoJo.
And just everybody, and niggas are like recording on their camera phones, like, what the fuck?
Niggas put out the camera.
And then at the end, he's just like, I'm vengeance. And so you're like, oh, this is on some different shit. And when he takes the cowl off, he still has like the fucking makeup. Because why wouldn't Batman wear a black makeup for his mask?
Isn't it the dude from Twilight that's the new Batman?
Yeah.
Oh, that's gotta be interesting.
I mean, I don't have to call him that anymore, because the movies I've seen him in.
If I knew his real name, I would have said it.
Robert Pattinson.
Thank you.
Because he's done a lot of movies since Twilight, and to me, he hasn't missed since Twilight. Like, Twilight was the last time I was like, okay, kind of don't like your performance here. Ever since then, he's been in movies like Good Time, Lighthouse. Like, he's ready to be Batman.
Tough.
The trailer was the best thing I've seen all year. Like, that's and it really launched me into just like watching Batman shit all week.
That good.
So got caught up in my Harley Quinn shit and getting watching those episodes. Harley Quinn, best comedy show on TV right now, in my opinion. Not best comedy in general, because I still think Kaguya, Love Is War.
Word.
Funniest shit I've seen all year in any show.
All right.
But if I exclude that because it's anime, Harley Quinn, best show on, best comedy show I've seen all year. Mm-hmm. I was watching the old Batman shows, like the ones that used to come on Cartoon Network.
Young Justice.
Not even those, like the older ones. Like,
there's an older Young Justice, isn't there?
No, not even Young Justice. You're talking about Teen Titans?
There's an older Young Justice. Isn't it?
Like, how old are you talking? Like, Young Justice came out, like, Teen Titans came out when we were kids. Young Justice came out, like, I believe my first year in college. So I'd be like, y'all, like, senior year.
I was watching Young Justice back in elementary school, bro.
I think you're talking about Teen Titans.
No, I know.
It used to come on like channel 12, like on Saturdays.
You know I'm not going crazy.
Yeah, not on the
Young
cable.
Justice.
Yeah, it says 2010 actually.
20. Yeah, that sounds about right. Like, I saw Young Justice maybe a year after it came out, but it was still like 2010, 2011.
Yeah, 2010. Yeah, I can argue with that.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Teen Titans. Honestly.
Nah, bro. I swear I was talking about Young Justice.
Right.
I could swear it was an older one.
No, it was a brand new idea.
Unless it was the Batman show.
Nah, I swore I was in middle school.
Do y'all remember that Batman show that was on like WB?
Yeah.
The Batman?
Yeah, the Batman.
Man, that show was great.
That was a futuristic one, wasn't it?
I don't think it was futuristic as much as it was just a young Bruce Wayne.
It was supposed to be a futuristic one. Yeah, so
you talking about Batman Beyond?
Oh, that was yeah.
Batman Beyond was insane too. Yeah, like our childhood had a lot of good Batman shit because we had Batman Beyond, we had the Batman, we had the original Batman animated series, we had Justice League.
That joint definitely had the bangers.
So I was getting caught up on all that shit this week. It's been a DC week for me, and it looks like it's gonna be a DC week next week as well. Besides Konosuba, and finishing Japan Sinks 2020. As far as video games go, I've been playing Doom Eternal.
Ooh,
excellent game. In terms of just like violence, you can't get better
than that game. Ooh, AD drops 43.
Necessary.
I told you. Ooh, necessary, huh?
Necessary for momentum into the next series.
How much did LeBron have?
36, 10, and 10.
Who, LeBron?
Yes, sir. 4-7 from 3. That's crazy.
I mean, aren't I technically right? Because isn't that what I said from start? Like, they both need to be playing. Like, they both need to be dropping 40, 30.
You were not with the AD thing when I was bringing it up. You said he had to be efficient.
I said, no. I said, quote, unquote, the best case scenario is if they're both dropping.
That was the best case scenario.
Like, that's the best case scenario.
You said he only had to be efficient. I said, nah, he got to
stop. He only had to be. But it's a bonus if both of y'all are balling.
That is true.
Yeah, that's all. They need to be because next season they're gonna need all that firepower.
They're gonna need it next series.
But man, overall, just been also playing the Batman Arkham games
and losing to FIFA.
Yeah, that was the first. I lost in FIFA to Nana when he came in. You know what I'm saying? Just put in 20. Like literally, my PS4 didn't even know what the fuck FIFA 20 was. Hadn't played FIFA in a month. Played a practice game yesterday on my career. You know what I'm saying? Just to get warmed up. I was like, I know Nas are going to try and play FIFA. Lost 3-4. I'm sorry, 1-4. And it was, it was interesting.
You'd have to go so much detail.
I'm not blaming it on anything. Nana was the better man in FIFA today.
Why you go such a detailed explanation?
I need to put some, perspective in the loss.
All right, go ahead.
Because I lost, you know what I'm saying? But
I just want to be
we're like a phoenix in this bitch. We're going to ride.
I generally just want to be a dick. But
living up to the namesake, ladies and gentlemen.
This isn't my nickname. This is y'all nickname for me.
But you live up to it every day.
I like to go by Nana the Perfect.
Man. Anything... I only know one thing as far as music.
Really? I thought this has been a pretty okay weekend for music versus what I actually heard wasn't really to my liking, but a lot of music dropped this weekend. The Locks dropped their tape.
No plays.
No plays.
I saw it drop. No plays.
I played it. It came and it went. I did because
Are you a Locks fan?
I'm a Jadakiss fan.
Really?
Yes, I love Jadakiss. I love Jadakiss heavy, bro.
I can't even make fun of you for that. That's I like Jadakiss too, but I don't actively listen to him like that. I like him on features. Bro.
I genuinely
fucking Blank Face.
Oh, snapped. One of my he's got a lot of great verses. He's got a lot of great verses. But I'm a Jadakiss fan. So I gave the Locks tape a listen. It didn't do it for me. Some songs I probably have to give it a second.
Did they kind of sound modern? Like, do they sound like trap beats?
They got a lot of like old fashioned, like we have a singer do the chorus and then we all lay down our verse type of thing going. So it's kind of like late, like before 2010 hit.
It didn't sound like it should drop in 2020. You mean?
It definitely was a little late, but
that's disappointing.
It has its highlights. I'm gonna have to go back and give it a second listen to really give a review. It has its highlights, but it came and went for me.
Fair enough.
A producer group called Internet Money. It's Nick Mirror and someone else. I
did listen to that.
You did? I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. It's a bunch of Young Thug and Cardi clones and a Wiz Khalifa features.
My thing is, Nick Mirror is a great producer.
The beats were tough.
I mean, he is literally responsible for Juice WRLD getting the production that he needed to get big.
I believe that.
Now, obviously, Juice WRLD got off his own merits in terms of like staying as good as he was, but
True.
Nick Mirror provided him, I believe, Lucid Dreams. All the Girls Are the Same.
I believe it.
Like those are his biggest songs.
A lot of songs with Juice WRLD.
So. I respect Internet Money. They're a big collective of like 15 producers.
Is it really? I thought it was just 2 niggas.
They started it. Taz, Taylor, and Nick Mirror. They started it.
Okay.
But it's a whole. I used to follow them on YouTube.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I used to follow them. They used to literally put like tutorials, how to use FL Studio, all that. They're cool, but
the tape had too much going on.
Too much. I feel like those type of tapes, like I feel like the best version of that is like Revenge of the Dreamers.
I would say shout outs to Lil Tecca. Lil Tecca actually shined on this tape, but that was about it for me.
Yeah, you like when you have those group projects, they can be very hit or miss.
That's true. So. Cordae dropped a song with Roddy Ricch.
Yeah.
Came and went.
Yeah.
Calvin Harris in The Weeknd. Now this over now. This is a bop. Oh, this is a bop. This shit came.
Might be controversial, but it might inch its way into my top 10 Weeknd songs. I love that.
Too soon
song.
for me.
I know it is, but
it's a bop.
It's a bop. It provides.
It's a bop.
Is crazy.
It's a bop. That's for sure.
It makes me mad that it hasn't happened.
It should have happened sooner. It really should have. But it's a bop. When that beat drop, y'all, if you haven't heard it, you need to hear it. Black Thought dropped a song with Pusha T, Killer Mike, and Swiss Beats called "Good Morning." I thought it was good. I don't know if everyone listens to Black Thought.
I like Black Thought. I didn't know that dropped though.
It did. It's a good song. You should listen to it.
You listen to Black Thought, Ian? You know what Black Thought is? Mm-mm. He's a member. He's the lead rapper of The Roots.
There you go.
Yeah, he's tough.
And he dropped something?
He did.
Yeah, he dropped a single with Killer Mike, Pusha T, and who's the third person?
Swiss Beats.
Is Swiss Beats rapping?
I couldn't tell.
One hand in the air.
Hey, that was my shit. That was my shit.
I hate Swiss Beats, but that part is immortalized.
Swiss Beats shines when he needs to shine.
He
shines when he needs to
I don't
shine.
like Swiss Beats though, unfortunately.
I fuck with him. I got no beef with you, Swissy. But
I think his beats are a little overrated.
Jaden Smith, now known as Jaden, dropped a tape called The Cool Tapes Volume 3.
He dropped the Smith line because of the whole shit.
He said what?
He ain't talking to the mic.
Oh, sorry. He dropped the last name. Do you know why?
Because he was tired of them associating him with the Smiths.
Yeah, is that why?
I think he was just tired of people like putting him sus with the Smiths family. It was a little too late.
I just think it was a marketing move.
Probably.
I don't think it was anything more
it wasn't that deep, bro. You not think about it like that.
I don't think he's like, I'm purging myself of the Smith house.
I think he's just trying to let it be known that like he's Jaden. He's not like, because he's a Smith, it doesn't make his career like.
And look, all the respect. And all the respect. I wish him well. I hope he drops an album. This ain't it. Like I said, I hope he drops an album that I can enjoy one day. He hasn't done that yet.
You ain't like Sire?
No.
That hurts. Sire was that bang.
I like the beats. That's it.
You ain't like him?
Yeah. I like Lito because Lito made most of those beats.
A lot of people do not like his voice.
You don't like the song?
The whole tape for Sire for me was
They've never gotten any plays in the car except for the beats.
Sire went like that. But Jaden's Cool Taste Volume 3. There's a couple songs on there I thought were good.
The one you played,
Sunburnt,
yeah,
is by far.
That is I recommend that.
That is the by far best song on this tape.
Hell yeah.
You listen to Sunburnt. If you're gonna look at the whole tape, listen. Go ahead.
This
is a Justin Bieber feature. That's why I don't like. How do you not like Sire? Like Sire was like that, but
I don't hate it.
It just wasn't.
I'm not like, if somebody asked me like, "What'd you think of it?" I'm like, it was okay.
It didn't stay in the rotation.
No, and a lot of albums are good. I don't bump like that.
They don't get in the rotation. Yeah. But yeah, Sunburnt is by far the best song. If you're gonna give the whole thing a listen, I thought the Justin Bieber song was pretty good too, but it came and went.
I got you.
Rich Brian dropped the tape, 1999.
What?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's very, very versatile. It's probably his most versatile tape. I thought it was cool. If you listen to this, and like this is your first time listening to Rich Brian, you probably would really like this. If I'm being honest, like a lot of people, this is a different lane. Like I think he's found where he's gonna be as an artist. This dude doing random music, but I like him as a rapper. I think his last tape, The Sailor, was pretty good. Yeah, this tape called 1999. I think it's a good listen. Let's see what else is there. I finally listened to Guapdad's tape, the little EP he dropped, Platinum Falcon Returns. It was dope. Not his best work, but we kept it moving. And yeah, that's it for music. Travis Scott dropped The Plan. That happened last weekend. Chief Keef dropped the song with Mike Will. Wasn't too bad, but it's not the prime Chief Keef I'm hoping for.
I don't want Chief Keef and Mike Dean. Or you said Mike Will? I'm sorry.
Mike Will.
I don't want Chief Keef and Mike Will.
Really? It's a good song. You should play.
I want Chief Keef to go back to the roots. That era of Chief Keef is unrivaled.
That is true.
Finally Rich is a classic. I'm sorry.
But he passed that.
Yeah, I think
unfortunately he's past that.
because he's past that, I'm not even gonna hope for it or anything.
I'm not hoping for it, of course, but yeah.
But I guess if I'm gonna end my little what I'm listening to segue, if anyone's looking for a song to go back to, Lil Wayne Cannon off the Dedication 2 mixtape, something you should just throw on just because I was just rapping that song like word for word the other day and today too, but that shit really had me like, damn, what a time to be alive. So go ahead, you're welcome.
Ian, you wanna go next?
And that's what I'm listening to.
I don't really have anything, really.
Oh my God.
Nothing? You've been listening to nothing?
Silence.
All right.
In the car, just nothing?
That
all right. You gotta listen to my man Trey Hamer, Linger.
Who? Put him on.
Put him on.
That's that shit. That was the vibe for the weekend.
Where can you find it at?
SoundCloud.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. That's the Triano.
Yeah.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, we did music.
Excellent, man. Nothing else. That's it.
Huh?
That's all you recommended this week.
Yeah, I can't really think.
What you listening to, Nick?
I've been on a throwback this week, man.
Just nothing but throwbacks. First Batman, now this. You just been throwing it back, huh?
Yeah,
Pause.
man.
Pause.
Pause. I need a double pause. I agree with that shit too. But
he said, "Yeah, man."
But I've been throwing it back from a musical perspective. Yes, absolutely. I've been bumping a lot of Erykah Badu this week.
Word, good for you.
Man,
getting the vibes right.
I went through all her albums this week, like just every day, just bumping. I've been moving a lot this week, just back and forth moving stuff.
Word.
Got into a new crib and everything.
Needed to calm your vibes.
So got that Erykah going, that neo soul. The Erykah led to Jill Scott. Listening to Jill Scott as well.
Where'd that lead to?
That led to trap, ironically.
It all comes back to trap.
Yeah, I mean, I did listen to. I mean, obviously the weekend. You ain't gotta get into it even more. Like, man,
we didn't say that.
Did
you play Kissland at all?
Huh?
Did you play Kissland at all?
Did I play it?
Like that? Anything from the album?
Like this week?
Yeah.
No.
Damn.
I mean, like we said, I mean, we've had this argument.
I don't know, just asking. Just want to see if I encouraged you to play the album for the one time, maybe go back.
Look, there are always songs in that album in my rotation. It just didn't come in my rotation this
No worries.
week. You know what I'm saying? But Jill Scott led to some trap. As far as trap, I mean, I've been up in the Nas album a lot. I talked about it last week.
Word.
Yeah. That Nas album, man.
You too?
No, he was telling us about it.
He
was telling us about
it. Got my hopes up.
Oh, the way he said, yeah. I was like, all right, that was the one
I
thing
heard a couple of songs off of it. I will listen to like 3 of them.
Okay.
I enjoyed the beats. You weren't wrong.
I think it's the best production Nas has ever rapped on. So yeah, definitely.
Someone come argue with him about it.
I don't think any true Nas fan
would ever argue.
Because that's the one thing that most Nas fans concede.
Really, that his production hasn't been
he
like
has
that.
The worst ear for beats you can possibly have.
For such a talented lyricist,
especially when you compare him to like Jay-Z, who might have the best selection.
I mean, we're
like
talking
Jay-Z might have just. If you put his best,
we're talking about the dude who discovered Kanye, so
I know, that's what I'm saying.
It's gonna be quite hard to argue against that.
Jay-Z has the best ear for beats. This side of maybe Rick Ross.
This is the Lamar.
I'd say
Pat
Rick Ross is the only
argument
person I'd say in future Rick Ross and Jay-Z.
I'll say Future's fine. The Metro for me, good God, that's a gem.
I mean, Justice League and Rick Ross.
That is true.
Can't tell me a better combo.
That is true.
You know what I'm saying? Nas.
Nobody
can name me some beats that are like, oh, that's like
that was it.
Yeah, so overall, this week's been kind of tame music wise. Hopefully we get some new stuff. Don't anticipate it though. Maybe we'll get Kanye's album.
Hey, he can hold that.
Maybe we'll surprise release it, you know.
Real live, he can hold it. But that's not the real issue here. Is that it for what we're listening to?
These are the Yeezys?
The new ones, the Gap shit. That shit.
The Gap Yeezys.
When do those drop?
I don't know. He's still like at the ranch.
He's about to be a president in his mind.
No. That's just a distraction.
That'll be the president of the ranch.
He could be CEO.
He might have a struggle winning that race.
CFO. What you mean? He be on it as his.
He gonna be competing with the cows. The cow's like, nah, man, you crazy.
So I'm lead cow.
Lead cow, young, but overall,
is that the cast?
That's the cast. Man.
Oh, let's go,
man. We try to, we had a little tense, little argument at first.
Fuck the Second Amendment.
God bless the Second Amendment. We had, trying to get. Besides that, we're trying to give y'all some good vibes. We know depressing things going on in the news
real.
and shit.
I hope you enjoyed the
news. We know people are unjustifiably getting shot in the streets, and even if they're doing something wrong per se, they don't deserve. Like, you don't deserve to just get your life taken away from you for a mistake you made. You know what I'm saying?
We got criminal systems for this exactly.
This is the reason why we have jails in place, like Nana just said.
Thank you.
So, if you're dealing with, any situation like that, you know what I'm saying, like, praying for you. You know anybody in situations like that who's been in situations like that, we're praying for you.
That's on lock.
And
guard.
If you know anybody who, is dealing with sickness like Chadwick Boseman,
Talk to your friends.
Not even like saying it out loud. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to keep it on the low, but you still know that's going on. Like
talk to your friends,
praying for you.
Talk to your people. Talk to your family.
Treasure your loved ones. Treasure your family. Treasure your friends.
Go ahead, Ian. Get the last words, bro. Get the last words,
bro. Just spread love, positivity, and just grow. That's all we can do.
Drop that beat, Nick.